Well, it's Friday evening, it's time for some streaming, and here we are, it's Ostriv time. This is the cute little town that we've built so far. We have a little town hall, some nature, 14 houses, house number 15 is underway, and we have some industries, and of course a little farm. So yeah, plenty to do, but there's already quite a bit in the queue, so I can just slow down a bit and start talking to chat. But now you already got the recap. Oh wow, I'm so fast. I know, thank you. So let's go. Hello, KevBot, Roadhog, Donny Danger, and anybody else that might already be watching. So nice to see you all. How are you all doing? Let's see, KevBot's doing okay, Donny's all good. What about the computer parts of Roadhog? Well, it's gonna take at least another 10 days. I think it's going to take longer, actually, because they will have to examine it and stuff, and then get the new part, and then send you a new one. So that might take a long time, unfortunately. But, yeah, it's sad, man. I mean, I hope you can get a new part soon, but I guess kicking off from your computer and then getting back into it might be nice, so I'll give you a lot of good vibes once the card arrived. And some good news, Patmos' steering wheel just arrived. Yeah, my steering wheel arrived today. It's weird to call it my steering wheel, but yeah, I got an amazing gift from Benny Stegeman and sent to me by Roadhog. So thank you, mostly Benny Stegeman, for giving me an expensive wheel and pedals and all that stuff. And thank you, Roadhog, for sending it to me. It is amazing. I'm really happy that I got it. It arrived this afternoon while I was doing a funeral, so I couldn't start playing with it. And, of course, now I'm streaming, so I can't play with it. But I hope to install it tomorrow. I have to do another funeral tomorrow morning, but after that, all my time is going to go into hooking the steering wheel up and making sure that it works. And I already have little one very excited about this thing, and she really wants to give it a go, so we'll see how that goes. And then hopefully Sunday I can use the actual steering wheel on the farming simulator job. That would be nice. I mean, for the driving part it would be nice. I don't know about how it works with the game. I hope I can still also do stuff with my mouse and keyboard and just do the driving with the steering wheel, but I have to find all that out. But we will do that. And good question, Kev. How is Benny doing at the moment? As I'm going to speed the game up a little bit. We're going to speed 2. And, well, we have a ton of work to do. Is the farm already done? Almost. Just the last 2 ladies are busy. Don't look at her. I mean, we're not doing child labor. She's 15. She's allowed to work. So, no child labor in the game. And now we're gonna see how things will roll. Here comes another house. That's nice. Then we get an extra cart parking, which will be very helpful. Get more stuff around and a bunch more houses. And then we already have to start thinking about clothing industry and all that kind of stuff, because we're going to need clothing. Little one getting driving lessons. Great. Yeah, she was already really excited about it. She's like, oh cool, I can use it for the... She plays Planet Crafter sometimes. I have a finished world and she just loves to fly around in it or drive in the buggy and stuff. And then she's building her up her own base, which is really cute. So she was already thinking she could drive it around in Planet Crafter. I don't know if that's possible, so we're going to try that. And but I already promised her that she could drive on one of my test farms in Farming Simulator 25. So we'll see how that goes. She's very excited for it, so that's cool. Hello, Johan. Good to see you. How are you doing today? Looking forward to some live action. Ooh, well, I guess I have to actually get started in the game then. I'm just talking away like crazy, but I haven't played much yet. Alright, we're going to get the second cart parking up now, hopefully soon. So that's good. And then I have to start thinking about the industry zone for the clothing. Now, of course, the tanners need to be by the water, so building it all on the water side might be the easiest way. But we also going to need cows and cow hides and stuff. We might actually do a cow area here. I think I'm going to do it the other way around, because the cows will need a lot of hay. So, yeah, I had the right one. Probably build a bunch of hay growers here, hay dryers. And then we do the cows in the front here. Yeah, that might be good. That might be good. Let's go with that. So 1, 2... At least the ladies that we have that are not doing a job yet. I think 3 might be enough. Can already start to fill these up. That might be good. That we get a little bit of hay, and then we'll build some hay barracks. And get going with some cow shits as well. Can never have enough hay. Of course, it's not something that we can sell in the game. Otherwise, that would be way too easy to make money on. But, well, I'm here for the talking. Probably more people are here for it too. Yeah, I know. I know. Most people are not interested in my gaming. They're just here for the fun and talking and the nice chats. But it's fine. I'm used to it. I'm good with it. Hey, Doug. Good to see you, my friend. How are you doing today? Alright, let's start with 2 cow sheds. We're going to build more here eventually, but we'll start off with just 2. If I can get this kind of straight, yes. Then we don't have stones yet, so we'll have to build wells to go with it. And the idea is that this can be fit in here. And then 1 in here. There we go. Okay, well that's the first bits of the cow industry. That should work. Hey, Volodymyr, good to see you. How are you doing? Chat as much or little as you want. Happy here? Yep, very true, very true. Show me your ideas. What's up, chat? Hi, Cirrus. Well, if I had an ID, I would show you an idea, but I usually don't have IDs. I just have bad plans, but that's all. I don't have IDs. Great, got cheese and crackers. Well, you know, sounds like heaven. How's Mrs. Doug doing? Hope she's fine. Alright, so... might as well just speed up some of this so that we can import the first cows. That might be good. And I kind of don't want to get the build queue too long, because that will just mean that we all can't see what's in it, which might not be the nicest thing. So, kind of hesitant to keep it growing now, so I might just hold off a bit. These are pretty much done though, so we could get extra trees in. All is well, all things considered. Okay, well that's good to hear that all is well, all things considered, Volodymyr. We're just happy to have you on. Hey, Jon, good to see you. Pups at 7:30, but I'm here for now. Hope everyone is well. Fine here, thank you very much. Well, it's 7 here now, so I guess it's 6 at your place now then, Jon. So, you have to be in the pub in 1 hour and 23 minutes to be precise. Okay. Okay, we're just happy to have you on board now. Oh, trader, is he waiting for something, or is he, I think he's waiting for more charcoal, so we should probably get him that, so that we make a bit of money on the charcoal. If they wait too long, they'll just leave empty, and we don't make money, because they only pay when you actually give them stuff. There comes the worker, and now we should, or it was probably the manager. Ah, yeah, he's taking a rest, so that's not working out. Oh, we need more people in here. Yeah, I'm not going to take somebody out of the building crew. Just going to hold off with it. Now I have to get me some cheese crackers and marmalade. I think Patmos can pause 5 minutes. Oh, the game will run itself. You can see what we're going to build the next 5 minutes. So you can just get everything you want to get. Grab all the snacks you want and all should be good. No worries about that. Oh, there he goes. Is he now empty or did... Oh, they filled him up with 1,000 charcoal and we made a bit of money. That's good. I like that. I like that. We do need extra charcoal though, so... we'll see. Good, thanks, Mrs. Duck just got home. She's the best girl. She came home with wine. Ooh, nice, dog. Well, you're gonna have a fun evening then. It is a Friday. Yep, it is. It is Friday. Why? What's with Fridays? Hey, Enrico! Hello! You consider to put any fans over the existing fences in the garden houses and paving the roads, maybe? I already wrote you about the roads, I think. I'm not a fan of paving the roads because you can't put any stuff on it. So, for instance, right here, we have trees here. And if we want to build a paved road... First of all, we don't have stones yet, so we'll have to get some stones first. But you can't really build paved... See? They need to remove the trees. So all the trees will have to be removed. And I want to build a town with nature. So that is not going to work. But you had a very good point with the fences, and I'm actually going to work with that right now. Because one of the things that got added into the game is that you can change out fences, or at least you should be able to cut them over. So now you also see the new fence and you see the old fence. I also thought there was a way to replace them. But it doesn't really fully replace the old ones. It just puts this one over it, and now it looks a bit different. I kind of really want it to be changed perfectly, but as you can see, all close, it doesn't really change it perfectly. We still see the old fence, so I'm not so sure about if I want to do that to the whole town. I mean, we could do it at some places, but I don't think it's cool if we do it to the whole town, because you still see the old fence, so... But it can add a little bit, I think. But especially between the houses, I would rather be able to turn this into a hedgerow or something, so that you get a more natural border between the fences. That would be fun to me. Hello, Rexy! Good to see you. How are you doing today? Oh, you already answered. I didn't even ask it. Oh, good, thanks. Just got home and thinking of having a beer. Oh, that sounds like an amazing Friday, so you go have your beer. I bet there's more people in chat that would like a beer. I mean, I know Rodo would love a beer. Does this game have boats? If not, I know a guy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the game does have boats, though. So you don't have to get Noah in, but it does. With the white stone fences, I like the most. Yeah, but this... I'll do that in another part of town. But in this part of town, that won't really fit the more rural idea of this part of town. So we're not going to do that. But we will do it in another area where it's more suitable with the area. And of course, I always try to keep up with chat. If you have something that you really want me to see, tag my name into it so that it lights up to me. That helps a little bit. I'm thinking of having several, but not yet. No, you have to wait until you get to the pub, John. Is it another pub quiz night, John? They have a fence over which you can't see. Considered not just rude, it was an undeniable proof you were to no good. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Here in the Netherlands, in real life, you are allowed to build a 2-meter high fence in your backyard. So, yeah, then nobody can see you unless they get up to the next level, something like that. Well, I just got 17 here, so it's acceptable, I guess. Well, are those 17 beers just for this night? I mean, you know, that for me, that's a lot. But that's because I don't drink, so might have to do with it. But love this game, one of my all-time favorites. Same here, if not my all-time favorite. This is an amazing game. However, I think we have to start working on the tailor and stuff. But the problem with that is... where's the tanner? Where am I? I'm just missing it. Weaver, shoemaker, fooling with settler, bricker. Tanner. Oh, there it is. Oh, wow. I was just getting totally lost. I missed the tanner. The problem is it's not yet incorporated into the town yet. So I do want to build a little industry area with tanners and all that kind of stuff. But not yet incorporated. But on the other hand, it is fun to later on incorporate it then. So that'll be something that we do. We'll get it incorporated, just not right now. I'm going to set this up big time though, so that we can... No, actually, I'm going to set this up small time. So 1 tanner. A place for the watcher. It needs a warehouse, of course. Go with it. And then that's needed just for the shoes, the tanner. And later on also for warm clothing, but that's later on. So, but I think we're just going to keep this out here, and then we'll build a little industry area out here for the shoes and the tailor and stuff. So I think that's how we're going to do it. Yeah, that's better. Hey, Karen! Good to see you. How are you doing? Hello, Mr. Teds. Welcome in. Your new town's looking great. Thank you. Thank you. Love Ostriv, also my favorite. Yeah, it's amazing. Still lots of work to do in this town, though. I mean, we just got started. 52 people. But yeah, this is such a great game. I've got you on loudspeaker lurking for the moment. Oh, so I should be shouting so you can hear me through the whole house. Hello, Mrs. Doug. Hi, hi. Enjoy the wine you brought. You made Doug really happy. We're making cakes. Ooh, nice. Like regular cakes or space cakes? Depending on what evening you want, I guess. Was on the phone with Benny, so yeah, he's alive. Oh, good. Hope you thanked him from me. I did it in the Discord. Really happy. I'm great. Just finished cutting our lawn. Oh, wow. Hard work then. Well, nice that you're done now. It wasn't forbidden by law, but if somebody had gone askew, you were first suspect. There's a court record. Oh, wow. So nobody built high fences then. Okay, so here we have the fence number 4. So I'm going to put these over here as well, so that it looks a little bit more in unity. Like this. Now, of course, you do see the other fence in it as well, but I think it looks a little bit better. So yeah, that's a start. Now we're building a row of houses here. We have industries up here. And this is an easy way to expand the town too. So we might just do some of the industries here now then and continue the town this direction. That might work. But we have a message from Mirefa, and I'm going to buy a little bit of warm clothing, because we're going to need that soon. And then that should be okay. I'm going to place one more house out here. Now we did houses with a front porch, so this will be good. How much spacing? Yeah, something like this. There we go. This should then kind of more finish off this street idea. And then here we can start the industry with the tailor, the weaver, and the shoemaker. So let's get going with that. Now, this is where you get in for this. Yeah, I have an idea. I have an idea. Have to not forget to set things up a bit spacious so that we have room for trees and stuff. I'll read the chat soon, people. I'm just trying to get this all set up now. So the tailors and the weaver, they can all go together in here. Might reserve some room for the warehouse though. So that can go in the middle there. Like this. Yep. And then this is just one area. Probably do it. Oops, that was a wrong click. Like this, but then go all the way up. Like that, and then go here. Then we actually fence this area off. The trees will be removed, then we can plant our own trees. And then we have actually set up a little clothing area. No. This needs to be slightly longer in order to be able to put the fence in here. There we go. Yep. Now we can plant some trees in there soon. Alright, let me see. Hey, Benny! Good to see you. Thank you very much for the steering wheel. It is much, much appreciated. I just got it today. It's now sitting on the table, looking nice, and I'm going to test it out big time tomorrow. So thank you very much. Really appreciate the gift. The beer I owe you from Wednesday, I'll be drinking it tonight. Oh, you do that, Jan. You do that, Jan. Oh, I hope I don't miss too much messages when I'm busy building and stuff. Be right back, Donnie. Resting while my sourdough starter warms up to bake sourdough bagels. Yum. Nice, nice. I'm very disappointed in your influence. I just bought this game. Oh, you have fun with this game, Cirrus? I mean, can't blame it on me. Guess I should start to ask for an affiliate link with the creator of Ostriv or something. I already know quite a few people that got Ostriv while watching my video, so that's cool. I like it. You're welcome. Well, thank you so much, Benny. Can't thank you enough. I really appreciate the gift. It's so amazing. Anyone else got the buffering? Ooh, I don't know about that. I don't have any buffering, but hey, I'm the one streaming. Alright, they're building the first cow sheds now. We can already see that... Ooh, look at those amounts of hay. We got a lot of hay already. That's good. So let's get the cow shed in. Then they can put the hay in the barracks once that's done. We get water, and then we can start to get some cows. Yeah, pretty long building queue. I'm going to go speed 3 for a little bit, because I just want to get some stuff done. And speed 3 is good to get some stuff done. We are finalizing green Thea curry paste. Need to add more evil green chilies. Ooh, sounds nice though. Green Thea curry paste, nice. Would love that. Hey, so not yours. Good to see you. How are you doing today? Hope all is good. Alright, we have 1, 2, 3 fallow fields. 4 fallow fields, so something is going wrong. This one is good. This one is good. And, yeah, 1, 2... How can we have 4 fallow fields? It doesn't say we have... Oh yeah, we do. 1, 2. So something is wrong in this one. Okay. We'll just leave it as it is. It's fine for now. It is what it is. Okay. Okay. Doing well, you? Oh, that's good to hear. I'm fine, thank you. I just had a busy afternoon with a lengthy funeral that I had to work, but it's all good. I'm just a little bit tired, but I'll survive. I mean, I have the opportunity to stream, which is so much fun and amazing, so I'll always survive. No buffering here. That's good to hear. Alright, so this one has a lot of trees in it. This one has trees on one side and trees around the smithy already. We did get some trees in here. And I'm thinking we should also do some another row of trees on the outside. Now in here we have the birch tree. And there we also did the birch tree. I am a big fan of the birch tree in the game, so might as well just continue with that. Let's just plant a few more trees. Now, if you want to space them out, do both the outsides first, and then you can start to think, like, can I do 2 trees in or only 1? That way you can really space them out kind of nice. 1, 2. See, this is close to this tree, so that's going to be a problem. So here we only do 3 trees. And then we're doing the same on this side, I think. Although we could vary a bit. I don't think we should put extra trees in front of the town hall, because I don't think that'll look nice. But we can do this side. I think we can do like this, yes. I kind of want this town to be quite green. I mean, it doesn't have to be full tree hugger style, but having a nice green town, I think, is really a lot of fun. And then, just to change it up a bit, we'll get like 1, 2 trees out here as well. We don't do them on this side, because we have the town hall, but we do 2 extra trees here. Takes a while for them to grow, of course, but we'll see. Hey, Carlo Clone! Good to see you. How are you doing today? Hope you're all good. New series, yes, started last week. It'll be a new stream series, hopefully a very long one, with lots and lots of fun with Ostriv. Maybe during the series Alpha 6 drops, who knows? So we can take a quick look at that as well, but I don't know. For now, we're just having fun with it. Alright, we have all the cards. One need repairs, but yeah, we need a few extra metal parts for it. That should work out in the end, though, so not worried about that. They're building the houses now, which is okay. But I actually want to get this set up. So yeah, they can use a fallow field. And now probably using all the ladies on the farm. So it's doubtful that we're going to get ladies in soon. But that's okay. And as soon as we do, we can get all the hay and water in. And then we can get the extra cows that we need. So that's good. I like to plant apricots along the fences in game, just like at hometown. Yeah, I would love a tool where we can make houses ourselves with gardens, so that we can place the gardens ourselves or something like that. I don't know how that should work, but I think that would be awesome if we can actually do that at some point. That we can just build a fence around a house and then designate the inside area as a garden and then put stuff in ourselves or have some influence over what they plant or stuff like that. I don't know if that would actually work with the current coding, but I would love something like that. Alright, they're getting the water and the hay in. And then we're now ready for animals. Okay, okay. Let's see how that goes. Messenger from Balaklia. We have cows there and we have bulls. Good. 5 cows and 1 bull, please. And then they can start to slowly reproduce. Do we need more iron? I think we need a bit more. No, we don't need more iron. We still have. We don't need anything else yet, so we can just keep that running. Just going to build a few more houses and then start on a bit of the industries. But we do need a lot more houses, so that's something that we'll have to plan soon. I'm going to slow back down because I don't like speed 3 that much. I like it better on speed 2. Also helps me to keep up with chat a bit. Doing good, the night shift again. Ah, well, you know, as long as you can watch a bit of streaming on the night shift, that's good. Max is racing tomorrow at the Nürburgring in a Ferrari. Starts at 11 your time. Oh, really? Dolce going back to uni tomorrow. She's got seafood allergy, so I have to make her green Thai curry paste as they all have fish sauce in them. Ah, okay, okay. Well, you make her a nice meal. Nice, definitely watch it probably on YouTube. Okay, cool. Hey, PSV, good to see you. How are you doing? Cool, a Zen Ostriv stream. I hope so, I hope so. That's the idea. This is like a good old British pub on a Friday. So much chat, so much to catch up with it. That's true, that's true. That's one of the hardest things when you're streaming and there's a lot of people in chat. I love it, but sometimes it's impossible to keep up. And I also need to get some drinks in my mouth every now and then to keep a good throat. So yeah, it can be tough. But we'll get there. This house is almost ready. I doubt we have anyone available. Yeah, we have nobody available. The farm is actually still bringing... Oh, they're only bringing in the harvest, so that's okay. We don't have to worry about that. That's good. That means that everything is already harvested. This is not the most work, so that should be fine. We have the ladies in for when the cows arrive. We have a town. Did I... Oh, I did not set it up for any of the clothing goods. That might be a problem. That might actually be a problem. Might have to change this up so that we get some hemp or flax. Oh, that can go with the wheat. So we can do hemp here. On these 2 fields. It's weird though that these just don't add up. That's weird. Let me go to... I'll just check this soon to get these all spread out normally so that we get good yields every year. That's probably better. That's probably better. We'll do that soon. Oh, if you can, Rodok, just put a link in the in one of the Discord channels where people can watch that race if they're interested. That's fine. Yeah, I ain't buying that. Every year another 40 on a FS. What's that? Oh, Farming Simulator. Yeah, well, you know, Farming Simulator 25, first one I ever played. I have so much fun with it. It's so cool. And of course, Sunday another stream with friends where we'll be working on the farm. I've also started working on a starting from scratch series for myself. So we start with only 100,000 loan, no stuff, no land, no additional loans, no leasing of equipment. And we just have to start to build our own empire. It's an edited version. You will see all the important parts, of course, but a lot of the travels and stuff I edit out or speed up. It'll air next week, the first episode. It is so much fun. Where's wifey? Should she not be conveying all the chat in your earpiece? Well, that would be fun if that happened, but no, I can keep up myself. I always do that. No, wifey's actually upstairs because it's 7:30 here in the evening, so it's time for little one to go to bed. And little one loves to get some stories read to her, so today that's wifey's job. I do it most of the rest of the week, so on Friday and usually in the weekends when wifey is at home in the evenings, she has the job to do that. And the rest of the week I do that. And of course we value that time and we think it's very important for education purposes to read to your kid. So that's something that she's doing now. When I was nagging to learn English, I always wondered who in their right mind would be going to buy something from the shop. Because for your information, Shoppa is an animal shed with place to store tools. Oh, wow. Yeah, well, why would you go there to buy something? That makes sense, but... Alright, people. I have a great time. I really enjoy the stream. And I think you all are a lovely bunch. So, you know what? Let's do this. Oh, you have Farming Simulator 17. Cool. That's nice. That's nice. Alright, we have our cows and 1 bull, so they can start to reproduce. We actually already have milk. We have to get dairy going. Where's the dairy? Here's the dairy. Oh, that can go with the farm. Oh, that will look nice. Get a dairy in the farm. We can always expand it a bit. I'm going to place it a little bit more this side. There we go. Ooh, congratulations! Mowgli, Michelle, Just Kristen. Oh, Benny got one! Ah, that's cool, because I have no say in who gets a membership gift. Except that you can apply for that you can actually receive them. And now Benny got one, and I got a steering wheel from him. Thank you so much, Benny! And congratulations, Muhammad! So nice that you all got a free membership. Hope you will enjoy this one. And, have a great one with it. Hey, Just Kristen. Good to see you in. Thanks for the gifted. You are most welcome. Hope you enjoy. As you all know, I don't do very much with the whole gifting system, or with the whole membership system, because I don't want my videos to not be available for people that are less fortunate and cannot afford that kind of stuff. So everybody gets to see everything. What I do is once a week, mostly with my Ostriv uploaded videos, I make them available a day or two earlier for the people that have a membership, just as a little way to thank them. But you will not miss out on anything if you are not a member, so don't worry about that kind of stuff. I will also not do member-only streams and stuff. I want you all to be able to see everything. Not to say that I really do appreciate all my members for going that little bit extra, and that's a big help for me. I mean, in the end, at some point, I would like to make a living out of this channel, but... yeah, I don't want stuff to be not available for people simply because they have other priorities with their money or can't afford it. But yeah, welcome, welcome. This is gonna take a long time though before they actually start to breed next season. Then for them to grow up, and then we can put some in the new cow shed so that we have 2 where they can reproduce. So that's gonna take a while. I do think that with this, we should be okay. Yeah, these are... Let me just go to field number 9. Not cloud number 9, but field number 9. Is it now properly... No, now these 2 are the same. So I should do this one more time then, I guess. No, another time. Okay, now these are perfectly spread out. That's great. That's how it should work. Nice. Then we get a hemp harvest in each year. They're small harvests. We're going to need more hemp and stuff soon, but it's a start. So we'll get there. Alright, last of the houses in this little street gets built. Then we get... They can destroy this well. Once we get our first place that we can store this, we can get rid of this and we can start to fill this area out too. That'll be nice. Hey, Donnie! Thank you very much for gifting a membership. That is so much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. And congratulations to Leza for receiving the membership. And hello, Clifford Mellin. Hello, watching from the Mauritius Island, Indian Ocean. Wow. That's amazing. How are you doing? And how is it on Mauritius? I know where that island is, actually. I'm a former geography teacher, and those were the actual interests that I had. Those islands and stuff that are not so easily accessible, so that's cool. So, how is it there, and how are you doing? Wish I could catch more of your streams, but I'm always at work when you're live. Yeah, that's the drag of time zones. I have a lot of people that also stream that I would love to watch every now and then. But yeah, then either I'm at work or I'm fast asleep because they stream in the middle of the night. It is what it is. We can't all help it. It's just, yeah, it's sad, but can't be around 24/7. Hey, Master Tetsky, good to see you. How are you doing? Yes, I'm live. I'm live. I am. Bedtime reading in my mind is so important. It gets their head in sleepy time and reduces nightmares. I used to give my uni daughter math puzzles after a book. EA, there's 100 sheep in the field and a puzzle with numbers of legs, etc. Yeah, well, it's just... Actually, for their language development and stuff, reading is very important. And especially allowing them to ask a question every now and then. So little one has a habit of, as soon as she hears a word that she doesn't understand or doesn't know what it is, she'll just immediately ask and we'll give her an answer. And then that's so important for their language development. So yeah, I mean, she's 8 already, but we read a lot to her. She reads herself as well. But I think that's really important. And as long as they're interested and they want it, I mean... Just give it to them, read, and let them enjoy books and stories and that kind of stuff. They can really learn a lot from it, so yeah. I'm all for that. Oh, not yours. Have an amazing stream. Back to work later, everyone. Alright, thank you so much for being here for a bit. Much appreciated. You have a good one at work. And then, well, we hope to see you another time. I'm actually going to change this little place up, now that I think of it, because this also needs a warehouse to store... some of the goods and the iron and stuff. So we're just going to make a little expansion here. We can still leave the trees that we planted. That's fine. We might just add an entrance on this side then. So that they actually can get in from 2 sides. That might be good for later. The only problem is I cannot really see where I'm going with this fence. Is this straight or is it not? I think this is pretty much straight. I'll just drop it and I'll see you later once the trees are gone, but yeah. Okay, so then we get a warehouse here. I'm going to move this up a bit. Because we need to store the metal, but also all the parts that we create here in a place. And then this guy can also easily get the metal parts from the storage, for instance. So that will be helpful in creating all of that. So that should do. Do not forget to hit the like button. Oh, thanks, John. That's very true. You all hit the like button. That really helps me out in the algorithm. So that's something that I very much appreciate. And it's totally free, of course. And if you're hearing or enjoying this, just make sure that you subscribe. And you can watch all you want. Also, totally free. Ready for the typos. My fat fingers miss buttons. No worries, Vladimir. No worries. YouTube gifted membership is broken. It's not fair... on doxing people lurking or the ones involved in chat. Well, you know, everybody has their own way of watching streams. Some really want to chat, some just want to sit back on the couch and have it on the big telly and don't chat, but just enjoy a stream and stuff like that. So, I don't know if it's not fair or not. I don't... apparently, you can argue that people actually engaging in chat and all that kind of stuff might have a little bit of a... more incentive to get the... membership. But on the other hand, I mean, I also have a lot of videos I put out, not streams, and if a lot of people watch those, I don't know if anybody that is in the streams actually watches that. So it's hard to say what is fair and what is not, I think. So I'm just happy that there is a system of memberships where you can show appreciation and that kind of stuff. So let's see. Later, are you doing the funny voice, Daddy? Nope. Since the village you are making is designing priority, can you do 6 village houses in a hexagonal shape that are grouped together? And do you want them in a shape where all the entrances face outward, or do you want them in a shape where all the entrances face inward? That's the biggest question that I have then. Because inward, then we have to leave an opening somewhere. And if outward, then we'll probably have an inside area where that will be a little harder. Okay, so what I'm going to do, just bear with me. I'm going to finish this area off by doing it like this, so that we have a same looking area again. And then we're going to try your idea. So let me just copy this so that we get somewhat of the same area, because I think that's fun to have some symmetry and stuff in the village. So there we go, yes. And let's copy this one. I don't know how high this goes, but okay. Alright, something like this. Ah, it's winter time. Okay. So at least this now still looks the same. I think that's pretty nice. And then we can try it. It's a shame you can't hit like only once. Ah, yeah, that's something. Be right back. Gotta update this tire paste and cook a tester. We'll be listening in the kitchen. No worries, serious. No worries, serious. Family stuff always comes first. You do that. like. Thanks, Karen. Thanks. Okay, face out. So we're going to make a hexagonal piece face out. I am kind of thinking where to place it. I think this will be an area for non-garden houses. So this could be the area for garden houses then. Hexagonal, so that is 6 sides. So 6 houses that in the end have to face a certain way. I'm going to try it. But I'm not sure. So this will be trial and error. Question is, how big are we making it? So can we do it like this? And then I think I already made a mistake here. I think we should do it slightly bigger. Or what I mean is make this one a bit lengthier, so that we have a little bit more space with it for the other houses. I think that's better. Okay, so this is one, and now we can copy it to go the other way. I now don't know if it's the same length. I think now it should be pretty much the same length. Okay, so that's the first. And then now what we guess we have to do... let's see. What's the easiest way to do this? I think the easiest way is just to go with this. But then we have 4 houses already. So it's 1, 2. Okay. I'm not so sure this is going to be a hexagonal. Because this will be 1, 2, 3 sides on one house. Because we can't do that differently. And then here it will be another 1, 2. But I don't think it'll look like a hexagonal. Or am I crazy now? There will be a free space inside. Yeah, I was trying to figure out a way that we can do it without a free space inside. I guess that's going to be really tough. Because let me just finish this one and see what it looks like. And then we can always decide to do it different. Because now basically what we get is this. I just don't know if I'm a big fan of this. And I didn't make it perfectly straight. But the problem with this is that it's very hard in this game to make things all the same. So it's very hard to like get straight lines and stuff. This, of course, could be a way to... I think we found the way. 1, 2, 3, 4... Okay, I think we can actually do it without leaving... Oh, it can't be concave. Ah, that's sad. Oh, this way it should work. Yep, this way is actually going to work. 1. Two. This is actually working. Hey, Cirrus, welcome to the club. That is much appreciated. Okay. Now, this isn't straight. And we still have to fit the house in again. Yep, I can barely fit the house in, but we can. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is a biggie house that won't fit in. And now it's screaming it's concave again. Okay, that's another one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. Is this what you meant then? Let's just ask it this way. Is this what you meant? You can make one house with fence and copy paste the other 5. There will be a free space inside. I made it and looks really good. But this is... I don't know what shape this is in English. But in Dutch we call it a zeshoek. But it at least looks different from what we have. But the question is this what you were going for? It is interesting though, because the people can go all the way around it. All the houses have an outside area. It works though. What I made had a free space. Yeah, I think if you can do it slightly different, that you have a free space inside. But now we're kind of using the space optimally. Now, what I would love in this game to have is that I can now select all of this and just move it up a bit so that this wasn't so big, because I think this is slightly big. But on the other hand, now we have room to make some nice gardens and stuff in there. So that's the other hand. And it's time to speed up a bit because we're going a bit slow. I'm going to set this one up so that they can already start to fill it up. We're not going to put anybody in there yet because we don't have any animals to go in there. But at least then it's set up and they can get the stuff in already. I don't know. This kind of looks like a flying kite or something. I don't know. At least it's a different shape. That's good. I like different shapes in the town. So the fence length on the outside has to be equal. Yeah, I think this one should be longer then, I guess. But the question is, should we break this down and try something new, or should we keep this? What do you want me to do, chat? Should I keep this, or should we take this apart and build something else? There you go, nice. Still works, though. Yeah. Looks so weird and unnatural. Yeah, it does. And it needs the 4 corners. And sometimes it says it's concave. And then you just slide it a bit and it doesn't say it anymore. So it's special. Keep it and try a new one. Take it. Oh boy. So I guess what you want to build is probably... I'm just going to build it here. We're going to take this down. Oh, that's wrong. I should not have placed it like that. I needed to press F1. What you probably want is something like this. Too long. Yeah, this needs to be the maximum size, but then be kind of straight. Which is tough. But with this, you can also do it. So here we have one. And then you can make all different kinds of shapes, I think. You can rotate it like this now. I think this needs to be a little bit more like this then. I'm not 100% sure, but that should probably be it. Then you go like this. I've already made one of these ones. I know, I remember it from a village. But yeah, these are interestingly hard to make if you want to keep them all the same length. That's basically impossible in this game because you simply don't get the option for that. We can do it a bit like this. And you can keep the inside area smaller if you really want to, but this is just what I'm going for right now. So we could take this one and just turn it around. I guess this is more what you were looking for. Never perfect. But at least we have the shape now. We can see the flag. So, all 6 to a single point in the center, maybe? I don't know. Make the first quadratic. What's a quadratic? I'm Dutch, people. I don't know all these confusing English words. That's octagonal. Yeah. Yeah, this has 4. Yeah. But this is a big one. It's nice, though, but you need something in the middle. Messenger from Balaklia. Okay, bye. We don't need you. Okay, I have to run, chat. Have a great stream. Dinner is coming. Alright, you enjoy your dinner, Donnie. Thanks so much. Okay, so we have to do one with only 3 sides then. Actually, it's kind of what we did here. But they need to be a bit more sharply placed, I guess. Interesting, though. I am just not happy with this part, because I don't like how this looks. So I'm going to demolish this, because this looks like it's coming from some futuristic movie or something. And we'll just have to think about something else to do then. Maybe if we place this a bit closer and then try something with it. I don't know. Yeah, I know. The house should be inside. I know. Let's try it now. Okay, 1. Could also make it 3, kind of boxy. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it should be more like this then, if we want to make this the hexagonal. Okay, that's another one, I think. A bar in the middle. Yeah, well, it's a bit early for the tavern, but yeah, at some point we might be able to do that. Now, this one needs to be quite a bit higher to be the same size as the other one. Okay, so there we go. But this one is slightly sharper, I think. At least that's how it feels. I would like a grid in this game that you can just activate for a little bit, so you can actually see the grid for a while and then turn it off again. So that you can see that you're building somewhat straight. That's, I think, something this game really needs. At least in my opinion. Okay, there we go. Somewhat, sort of, kind of. Okay, now what I want to do is keep a little opening in the middle so that the people can get in here and we can like build a marketplace or something in here. Because I think it's a bit of a waste of space if we don't do that. Okay. So there we go. But then we just take this off like this. This one too. So that the people can still get in. And then in here we can either make a park or something like that. So that we make use of it. I think that's good. Okay, F1. There we go. I also plan on doing another cartwheel farm in this game at some point, but that's not yet happening. Okay, so there we go. I guess this is what you meant. I finally got it now. Alright. And now it's a bit closer as well, so I like that. And now we can fill this up with some marketplaces or whatever. It would look better with row houses. Oh, would it? I don't know. Right, Patmos with houses. Ooh. Well, if you look sideways, you can see an O and an E. So there's already some names on the map now. But that could be something for later on in the game, where we just make a little Patmos in the corner or something. That would be fun, actually. Thanks for the suggestion. That's a good one. Put a street in the middle. I think you want a, you want like a paved road? I think I'm going to put a marketplace in here, but then we also need a granary somewhere to make sure that it can reach it. But we can probably build the granary out here somewhere with the cow sheds. Because the other granary is all the way up. Oh, that's actually not so far. These people do need food and water and stuff, so we also need to incorporate wells in here. I'm going to do this the same as on the other places. But I think we are going to need to fence this off so that we create a road. Oh no, this is of course the backyard, so we don't need to do that. All we have to do is like this. And then we create an opening in the middle. That's what we're doing. We're doing it like this. And now this is an area that we can use. This is just part of the road network here. And then, no, we have to do these two differently. Otherwise it's not fun. So we'll go like this. Yes, then stop, then again. I don't know, we'll just do this one first. Have to make it the maximum length of 3, yes. Okay, there we go. So one side can be a park, and the other one can be where the markets are and the water and stuff. Okay. We're getting somewhere. It's, well, this town is taking different shapes, but I love the input, so thank you very much for that, everyone. Keep it coming. I mean, what more fun than build a community town? And here we can make a little park soon. Oh, we could actually... will that fit? I don't know. There's no bulldoze tool, but we're gonna try. Oops. Yeah, it's too big. It's too big. Ah. Patton. I wonder if this actually works. I have no clue. There's no bulldoze tool. Maybe this works to remove bushes. Hey, it works. Good. Good. Alright, well, we'll do that on another spot, but that might be something. I'll include my name in the game at some point. Small granary, middle market, and well, most likely. Oh, the small granary could be nice. We can put the small granary... I don't really use the small granary a lot because it's quite expensive compared to the other one. But we can put the small granary up here. It fits. Yeah, it actually fits. Okay, and then we can do some ash trees and stuff out here just to make it like a... kind of park area, and then get some bushes in. Just to height this all up a bit. Okay, let's get another type of bushes. We have some variety. Then out here, people are allowed to sit at the marketplace. Okay, there we go. Well, this all has to take shape, but I think it'll be fun. You need small, put empty in. Yeah, maybe. Maybe at some point we can do a little bit of naming on the map somewhere. But thanks for the inspiration, guys. We now have, and girls, we now have a hexagonal and a little park inside, and some marketplaces that we still have to set up, of course. But this is interesting. Small granary. Thanks to the suggestion. Otherwise, I would have never built it. So that's all very good. Now let's go with buckwheat, potatoes, flour. Although we still haven't built a windmill. But we need a windmill to get flour. And then some firewood. And this one should probably be selling some clothing at some point. Eggs. No. Clothing. And warm clothing. Shoes. And we'll see what we do there. What's this one selling? Honey! Oh, we're not having a lot of honey. We do have some peas, though. So let's sell some peas out here. Go. Let's go to this market and do apply to all and apply to all. So now that applies to these one too. All we need soon is a worker in there. But that will be fine. Don't need one yet, so it's okay. I like the Pentagon, but one better. One better? You like the first one better? Oh, really? Can be the Pentagon. Yeah, I'm a bit scared if we build the Pentagon here that there'll be random bombings all around the map. So I'm probably not doing that. Do the cows have workers? Yes, these ones have workers. They also make milk already, but we haven't built the dairy yet. We're getting up to that. And this one is still empty because we don't have enough cows to spread it around yet. What? They did get all the hay in, but not the water yet. Okay. Not out of workers, I guess. We have milk that's about to spoil, but that's where the dairy comes in. And we can see that our clothing industry is starting to flourish a bit. And with that, I mean, the buildings are there. The only thing is we don't have shoes yet. After this year, though, we will have a harvest of one of these in. See, they're still sowing it, but should be okay. And then we will get a nice harvest in. That's nice. Welcome back, dog. And then aliens will fly by in their UFOs and wonder why Earthlings spell out profanities with their architecture. Well, you know, could be fun. Could be a way to keep them away or to come them in. You have workers on your tailor's workshop? No, because we don't have any resources for them to use yet. After the harvest comes in with the first hemp, we can put workers in there because then they can actually start to work. But right now we don't have to do that because we don't have anybody that can work there. Another thing. When we started, we had around 40 people. We are now up to 81. So before we know it, we will get to the point where we will have... just a second. Yeah, get an extra guy in here. Get 2 extra guys in here. We will need to get... now I don't know what I was saying. Totally forgot. Oh, we need a chapel and a graveyard. Otherwise, we have a problem. This one is ready. Put in iron, nails, metal parts. I guess we can do 1,000 of these and 250 of these. Only hire ladies, please. We have a trader from Mirefa. That's not... Oh, we can buy hemp if we want to and get working on some clothing. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get working on some clothing. Still have some warm clothes, so that's not a problem. Let's set these up for only ladies and that they can be filled anyway and then applied to all. And do the same with this one so that these are all at least ready so that as soon as I click to get somebody in, that should be all good. Alright, that's going to work. Then we need to set this one up for hemp so that we can store a lot of the hemp in here. Then we also need to store threads and clothes. Threads, where are the threads? I'm not so worried about the linen yet, because that's gonna be hard enough to get anyway in good numbers, so we only have to store the clothes for now. Dark chocolate brownies are in the oven. Nice, dog. Nice. 1. Open a bottle of wine and let it breathe a little. 2. If it seems to you it's not breathing properly, make it mouth-to-mouth CPR. At least you don't need any glasses anymore then. You can just use it to... Right, let's get workers in here. You don't need a glass anymore. You can just drink from the bottle all the time. Okay, well, we have hay stored. Stuff is growing. We're now building the dairy, which is good because we still have milk that's about to spoil. Should probably set up a place to sell some cheese then. So that might actually be... We're far away from shoes, so I'll set this up for cheese now. This one needs some cheese in it too then. So that we can at least store some and make sure that we sell it. Let's put some cheese in here. Oh, we're not selling clothing in this market as well, so we might just well set that up. Clothing, warm clothing, and shoes. Go. And as soon as the trader comes in with the hemp, we can make some clothing. Let's put 2 in and 2 in, and then we can start selling some clothing. Because clothing is one of the first things that we will now start to run out of. Same as shoes. So we need to get those productions going. Now out here we have the tanner, which only works now for the shoes. So we might just put the shoes here as well then. We want to start storing stuff here. Well, cowhides will be a good one. As soon as we get those. Will take a while before we get these, but when we do, might as well get them in here. The design of the bay, haystack and cow sheds looks good. Looks like one big building. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It'll be nice. Alright, let's get the dairy together. Do we still have a lot of people searching for a job? No, only a few, so that's good. Not too many. Hey, Cooper! Good evening. How are you doing? How are the boys? Alright, so these trees will slowly start to grow now. These are getting more and more mature, which is good. And they actually look like how they're supposed to look. So we get a better idea of what the actual green does to a little area. I love it. I think we should get a row of trees in here as well. Cooper is here. The blonde jokes are coming. Yeah, you're probably right, Master Tatsuki. Although with Cooper, you never know. Probably need that small granary in and the well, so that these people can have a drink and the food close by. I think this area will look pretty interesting once it's all ready. So thanks for the idea. Well, it will be nice. Hey, Fire Lion! Good to see you. Thank you for popping in to say hi. How are you doing? I'm fine, thanks. All is good here. Well, now when you said it, there will be no blonde jokes. Ah! We found the secret recipe to how make sure Cooper won't tell blonde jokes. Tell him to tell blonde jokes and he won't do it. Ah, that's good to know. I'll let wifey know for when she streams. That'll already be good. Very often hay was stored in the animal shed attic. Yeah! That's one of the things I was actually thinking about accuracy and stuff in the game, that there would be hay stored. But of course, there is hay stored in the building, so that's probably on the attic now. And this is just the excess hay, so it is kind of in the game that way. So yeah, that's fun. Alright, let's get some ladies in here, but not before I tell them to only make cheese, because cheese will stay good for very long. All the other products won't, so I'm not going to make any of those other products. Never works every time. Ah, yeah, I'll tell her that, but she can try. You can always try. Okay, now this is going to be a pretty big road. And as we can see, they're already walking on two sides of it. So we might as well start decorating that road up too. Now the pine trees are pretty modest trees. Now, of course, it's very tempting to start placing them on the outsides. But that would just make this look weird. So we're going to place these in the middle here. So that we respect the way that they work, that they walk already. There'll be some nice greens around these trees, so that's good. And we'll just kind of build a row of trees here for extra decorational purposes. Let's see, there we go. Of course, here they've been walking across as well, so that's where that disappears. So we have only road here. There's the field opening, so we should probably skip that with a tree and go further from here. Zoom into the cow shed and let them see. I'll check soon, but I don't think we can zoom in that far. And we can't get that low with the cameras, I think. So I don't think we can actually look very much inside of the cow shed, but we'll give it a go soon. No worries. We'll try. Alright, that's it for now. Let's see. See, we can't get that low. We can't get any lower, so I can't show you what's actually inside. But I bet there's room on the attic for some hay. And of course now the cows are in the pasture, so they don't really need to worry about it. Ooh, 100 cheese in here already. So these are pumping out cheese now. How much is stored in here? Nothing. How much is stored in here? Also a bit of cheese, so that's good. These just need, one type of extra food. 3 types of food and they're all happy, so that's good. Okay. This is still not emptied out, but there's just a few nets in there. Oh, but wait, maybe we can get the nets in here for a bit then. So that we can make this one empty and have it removed so that we have this space free. We can start to decide what we can do here. Patmos is starting to play cheesy. No, I'm not playing cheesy. I just love my cheesy. At least we have cheese now, so now it's a good game. Any game that has cheese in it is a good game. Okay, well this area is still not in use, of course. But we'll get to it. Let's set it down to maybe a batch of 200 in the beginning. As soon as we start to slaughter cows, that'll be nice. And thinking of that, we also need to incorporate slaughterhouses and stuff. Because we don't have those yet. But that might be in the food area. Yes, there's the slaughterhouse. I think we can just incorporate the slaughterhouse in this area. Let's have a cow shed, Then we'll build 2 more cow sheds here probably. So we could do a slaughterhouse here in the middle. Kind of thinking what the best way is to go with this. We'll do a slaughterhouse here. But we also need more transportation anyway. So why not get a cart parking here as well? That'll be helpful for transportation purposes. And then we also leave room for more decorations and stuff. And maybe a little bit of fence here and an opening on this side to get to all the cow sheds. So that's something. Finally building another house here. Happy with that. Share all your ideas, guys. Pet bunch of challenges. You know, I like good ideas. I mean, you all had a good idea with this hexagon and all that stuff. So that's good. I am working on a challenge game with this. I'm doing something special on the map, but I'm not showing it until it's done, and then I'll make a video about it. But it's fun making it. It's a lot of work though, but it's cool. So hopefully you'll enjoy that too. But yeah, if you have a good challenge for me with Ostriv, that'll be nice. I mean, I already did map 3 once where I was not allowed to import any iron in the game. So you have to really quickly get up to the point where you can make your own iron in map 3. Of course, map 3 has iron on it. That's why you can do it on map 3. And it is possible to play this game without ever importing iron. You can make your own iron before you need to import it and run out of nails. So I already did that one. So if you have another great challenge, I'm all for it. Let's go speed 3 for a little bit. Now we have a street here. I think this should go for a street. And we have a street and probably here. So we need to do something with these houses. Now, this is 2, 4, 6 houses. This is only 4. So we can already make 2 kind of little different neighborhoods here. Oh, we have a message. Ooh, they're Kachi. Let's sell some more charcoal. But before we do that, I want to add charcoal to this. Oh, we already have 10,000 in. Oh, let's sell charcoal. That's good money. We also need some extra iron, though. We make 443. Yes, we can buy a lot of iron. That's good. Rilka. We have nothing else to sell. Meat only challenge. That's impossible because you need 3 types of food to keep your people happy. And you can't... you have mutton, salo, and something else. But it's impossible to get those early game. I don't think that's ever possible. No charcoal selling. Oh, that's easy. They'll just sell salt. Salt's another great money maker, so that's not too hard, I think. You plan for slaughterhouses, so where do you have your salt? So I don't have salt yet. But these cows are not yet ready to get slaughtered. That's going to take some time. I mean, the first bull that we'll ever going to slaughter still has a year to go. So yeah, I have the salt on my mind. We can always import a little bit. No import challenge. Ooh. You can, well, as long as you can get your iron nails, which you can. So you basically just do the iron challenge, but after that you're not allowed to import anything else. No, that's not gonna work. That's impossible because you need to import animals at some point in order to get your leather production for your shoes and that kind of stuff, and get wool for sheep. So it's simply impossible. Because you need to get animals at some point to be able to provide all the clothing to the people. And if you don't provide that, they'll leave. So it's kind of not really possible. There are chickens in the game and fish. Ah, yeah. Ah, let me think about that. Heading off, guys and girls. Thank you very much. Wine is cold and snacks are out. Movie is selected. Nice, Doug. Well, you have a great time. Say hi to the missus. And we'd love to see you another time. You have a good one. Enjoy the cold wine, the snacks, and the movie. Yeah, we have chickens. We have fish. I can just take it here. So we have chickens, cows, pigs, sheep, and fish to get. So that would not be the problem. Just have to get all these animals relatively quickly. problem probably is the amount of stuff that they produce. Because they don't produce so much. Anything else we need to get? No, not at this point. So that's gonna be bye, Doug. Oh, that's gonna be a tough one. Well, I could try and see if it's possible. But of course the chickens will also lay eggs, so I guess we have to probably let them spoil then. Or can we use those too? So yeah, it's. Let me think about that one, PSV. Only meat. We can probably do it with a small town if we can get enough meat in. Basically, the first 9 houses come in. They have food for 2 years. So we need to provide 3 different types of food within 2 years, and then you can do it. But slaughtering 1 animal, like slaughtering 1 cow, will give you 100 meat. And an average adult eats 100 meat in 1 year. So if you have a village population of 50, you would need 50 cows to feed them all, but then you only give them 1 source of food, so we need 3 different types of food. So it'll be interesting. So it will be no garden houses then, and only go for meat. Alright, that's a challenge I'll accept. I'll try it. I'll see if I can build a town. I'll try to build it, I'll record it, and if we can do it, I'll make a video out of it. Going to make a meat-only town. I hope I don't get the Veggie Brigade on my ass because I do that, but we'll see about that later. Ooh, our granary is ready. Okay, let's just copy this list to this granary, but then adjust the numbers a bit, otherwise... Oh no, we don't even have to adjust the numbers. Okay, good. Okay, good. Alright, that'll be interesting. Challenge accepted. Of course, I'm missing stuff in the cheat. Animal base only. Yeah, so only meat then, I guess. Or animal based. Yeah, we have to discuss the exact rules. Can you try garden houses with a small gap between the fences? For hedges and some trees later, put up a fence so that no one can walk through. Oh, let me think about that one. Do we need anything from this one? I don't think so. Well, maybe a bit of warm clothing to sell. Let me just show what you mean, I think, so that I get it right, Dazinzi. Welcome in, by the way. So I guess what you want is to do it like this. Kind of like this. And then what we can do is, I don't know, put in a birch tree and other bushes. And then once that is done, I fence it off like this, and then once it's completely planted, I fence it off like that, and then you basically create a hedgerow, or a row of trees between houses. Is that what you mean, Dazinzi? Time for me to travel and go hit the big mess. Bye, Jon. Thanks so much for being here. Have a good one. See you later. Have fun in the pub. Thanks so much. Always appreciated to have you in. You never sleep, Jon, until this live stream is done. Oh, wow. I should make it a... 24-hour stream then. Alright, well it's an interesting idea, Dazinzi, to make artificial like hedgerows or tree rows between the houses. That could add something. Yeah, that's nice. Nice idea. No export challenge. Ooh, that's another one. Interesting. No exporting. Oh, how are we gonna make money into the... The problem is... This game, basically, your town works with a closed economy. So there's 2 ways you can get money into the village. Either by exporting money, or any family that moves in brings a little bit of money. Those are the 2 ways you can get money into the game, into your town. So it'll be very challenging to do no exports then. Oh, that'll be interesting. Can import, but they'll just get money out of my town, and I need to get money back in as well. So that'll be a big challenge. Interesting. I might give it a go. Oh, if you could all please be so kind, if you have a great challenge suggestion, then please leave them in the Discord as well, so that I can reread them after the stream and write them down then and make a plan for it, because I tend to forget these little things, because right now it's 9:30 in the evening here. It'll probably be like 10:30 when we end the stream. Then I'll talk a bit to wifey, then it's probably bedtime, and then in tomorrow morning I might have already forgotten 1 or 2 of the challenges that you all posted me. So please post some of those challenges into the Discord so that I can reread them and make a plan for it. But yeah, I think the no export challenge will be really hard. But hey, that's why it's a challenge. Can family move into a house that you will lock with fences? No. So if you build a house and then completely lock it in with a fence, I think that's not possible. We can try it here, because we have a family here that's gonna live here. I have to disable the snapping, otherwise it won't work. So I think it will just tell us that this place is now inaccessible. See? It won't do this because the building is blocked this way. You have to get rid of it, otherwise it won't work. So if you fence it off, then there's no family that's gonna live there and nobody can do anything. The whole blocking idea is actually added later in the game, but it is something that is actually active. So yeah, then we can't do it. You will just generate a big problem. Imprison the families in their own homes. Well, you already kind of imprisoned them on this map. I mean, they can't leave unless they're really unhappy, so... New family settling in town. That's nice. Welcome in, new family. Hopefully you have a great time. We have 100 people. If we want to grow any further, we need the chapel and the cemetery. At least we need the chapel only, but I like to build a cemetery with it. We have to find a good spot for it, but I'm so busy reading the chat. My challenge beat my 200-year profit. Believe it was around 1.5 million. Yeah, well, I'm actually in the process of making the video at your town, Cooper. So I'm going to do that first. But once that is done, I might accept that challenge as well. Okay, nothing to sell or... Oh, maybe we need to buy some iron again. Oh no, we can't. We can only sell it. Okay. Maze, not maze, of course. A fence maze challenge. And what should the maze be then? Put a 500-meter fence into one house like a maze before you can get in. Well, you can actually... Well, a lot of people don't know. Let me pick the church for this one. If you go to the edge of the map... So this red line is the actual edge of the map. We should be able to... See, this is where they go in and out of the map. So that's right here. So what we can do probably... We can already set up something like a maze here. And they will have to go through this in order to get somewhere. So you can build yourself an amazingly big maze if you want to. I mean, we can just go like this, and then go back up, and go here, and then go back down. Then from here we go like this. Now they already have to go through all of this before they can actually reach the town. So you can already do that. It's not that hard. I mean, this is... Hey! Ah, there's an opening here. Okay, so there might be a way that they can bypass this, because I don't know if we can build the fence actually far enough. See, place is occupied. So I have to get away from the... So it might be generated in such a way that that's kind of impossible. Well, what we could do probably is this. This might help. Is there a wagon inbound? Is there something coming? No. There's a messenger in Merefa, but that's not doing anything. Is there a wagon leaving? Oh, yeah, there goes a wagon. Let's see what happens. At dead ends. Yeah, but the game will calculate those. So dead ends won't work. They will not go to the dead ends. Once they enter your map, they will calculate a route that's possible. And I think this one is going to skip around here. Because that's probably shorter than to do something else. And even if I now change it, it will recalculate usually. See, it just recalculates. But the problem is they have made it in such a way that they can just go around it. Maybe if we make this long enough, they will actually take the shortcut through the maze. That might work. But I'm not sure about it. Alright. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Build a fence around the map. Yeah, then they have to use it. So that's probably it. But that's going to be a lot of work now. We're now trying to build a fun town as well. So let me focus on the town a little bit. Because we actually did build quite a few houses already. This one is filled up with, yeah, tons of buckwheat and potatoes. We're not really eating it yet. Let's worry about a chapel first. We've built this place now, which is okay. It's nice. I actually have an idea. Let's go like this. Let's make this kind of straight. We've gone with houses with a little porch in front of it, so we'll do that too. I want a different house, please. Yep, there we go. 1, 2. Yep, there we go. And then we're going to make the little chapel in here with the graveyard, with the small graveyard. One, 2, 3, 4. Probably do this one now, so to generate the street here. I want houses with a porch, yes. Okay, there we go. This is getting too funny. Sell them then. What do I need to sell? I'm only now at my comment. Yes, exactly. That's what I meant. Ah, okay. Oh, wow. You're a bit behind then. Okay, well, I'll try that at some point. But now we have to build an area in here that looks kind of good. I want to go with this lower fence idea. And then what we do is this. Let's make sure this is kind of straight. There we go. And we're doing this halfway in here. So the half of this will be chapel area. Let's go like this so that we make it straight again. Yes. Okay. Yeah, we can leave this open. Then we build a little chapel in here. We do the chapel in a little bit of free space like this. And then we build a little graveyard on this side. Okay, so this is a start. Well, we need to build the chapel quickly. Otherwise, we have a ton of houses. See, we already have a house available, but nobody can come in because we have no chapel yet. Are we making clothing yet? Oh, we made threads. They made threads, but I don't see them actually making clothing yet. Or, oh, they're probably already in the stores. Yep, they're selling little bits of clothing. Okay, good. Good, good, good. I do miss some chats now, though, but a fanny is something completely different. Oh, I don't know what a fanny is. Hey, Mowgli, good to see you. How are you doing today? Nice maze, practicing for Stranded Alien Dawn. Not really practicing, but yeah, we had to try something out different, and this was suggested in chat, so I don't know. We'll have to see with the next trader if this will actually work now. I have no clue. There's also no trader inbound at the moment, so that's not going to happen. But as soon as we get a trader to come sell us some goods, or buy some goods, then yeah, we can check it out and try it. But good to see you, Mowgli. Hope all is well. Okay, the houses in the Hexagonal. No, then we get the chapel. Ooh, visitor from Balaklia is visiting. Well, let's buy a little bit of iron. Not that we need that much, but just for the sake of seeing if it works with the maze. So that's not that far, so it doesn't take too long to get here. And that gives me time to check for a place to put the salt works. There's absolutely no salt in this area. Is there salt up here? No. No, there's salt up here, but that's off the map. Why? Why put salt off the map? That's weird. Ooh, there is salt out here. So we could get the salt works somewhere up here. Also a lot of salt here. Okay. Ooh, there's also salt here next to the tanner, but kind of need it near the yeah, there's no salt here. Only here. I need it for the slaughterhouse, of course. And for sale, so FANI is another word for acronym. See you next time. Oh, really? Oh, I don't know. How far is it? Oh, it's almost there. So let's get up here so that we can at least see if the maze works now with the longer fence. I'll zoom out a bit to see if they pop in anywhere else, but I don't think so. I mean, if they just pop in... Oh, there they go. Yay! They're using the fence now. Look at this. Oh, it's a weird way of going through the maze, but it went through the maze. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, well that can be something for another episode where we just build a nice big... a big maze and see what happens. If we build it long enough, we might catch a lot of traders in the maze. That'll be fun. That'd actually be interesting. Well, so you can build a maze if you want to. You can also build a chapel. That's actually what we're doing right now. As a military strategy, place such mazes at the entrance to your fortress. Gives your archers more time to shoot at the enemy. Perfect with slow traps. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I mean, I'm not really there for the military stuff. One of the most amazing things about this game, no military stuff. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, I think we can do 4 trees on this side, but we'll just do the 3, just as on the other side. Let's get a bunch of big trees in here, I like it. Okay, then some of the white bushes around, and then we can put in some graves here. I still hope that in Alpha 6 we do get extra options for decorations. Not necessarily same bushes and stuff, but just some nice stuff. And I like playground stuff and such. I would love that, so that we can have a place for the kids to play. Let's see. Hopefully we can make something useful with this. 1, 2, 3. We have no deaths yet in the game. It's year 3 is busy, so that's actually not that bad. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do one on this side now. And then we can see how much room we have left in the middle. Because I also want to include some extra bushes so that we create small areas where people actually can mourn their lost ones and have some privacy. So I kind of want to put in, let's do the Gilder Rose bushes now as a row here. And as a row here. I mean, it is also only the small chapel out here, so we might as well just leave it at this. Give the people a place to sit here. And mourn and talk and... I think this might be good. Alright, we have a small graveyard and a little chapel now for our small town. I think this will suffice for now. They have a graveyard. Why would they need a playground? Well, that's true. They can play on the graveyard. But I don't know. I just would like to have a little swing and stuff like that. I think that'll be a lot of fun for the town to see the kids actively play and that kind of stuff. Of course, I don't know how historically accurate it is, but who cares? Hey, mommy, can we go play with grandma? Oh dear. Oh dear. Now that it works, well, I think you finish it with 100 kilometer distance. Yeah, maybe, maybe. What did they bring in this time, Cooper? Alright, we have a ton of houses planned. We have a little open area here that we should also be filling up with something. And I think it's time for some education now. Since you're all telling the kids to go play in the graveyard, we might as well build the school here so that they can quickly go to the graveyard to play. Let's see. Let's fence this off. So that at least it makes it a little bit easier for the teachers to keep the kids where they are. Of course, we're not completely fencing it off. That wouldn't be nice. There we go. Playing in the clay pit is much more fun. I would agree. I would agree. And much better for their immune system and stuff. So yeah, they should probably play in the graveyard. Right, let's get a gazebo so they can do some outside education or something. I don't know. Just in my brain. And I think we should give them some fruit trees. So let's get them an apple tree and stuff. We'll plant a row of apple trees here. Like this on this side. And then we can do the cherry trees on this side. So that they have some fruit while they are outside. I mean, better some fruit than some candy. So there they go. That'll be our first school. We can actually see if we can get some smart kids. Arch for the school fence and a bell. I would love a bell. Well, we have a bell tower now at the church, but it's really a church bell. But yeah, that would be nice. Could build a little archway for the school, actually. Yeah, that might be a good one. Let's get rid of these fences now. Let's put in a little arch. We do the small arch, though, not the big one. Big one should be reserved for some other important stuff. But yeah, an arch is a good idea. So let's go with an arch. Of course, people, if you have more ideas, keep them coming. Might not incorporate all of your ideas, but do my best. Yeah, but they'll eat the fruit while it's not ripe yet, so candy might be healthier. No, that's part of education. You eat something when it's not ripe, you get sick, and then you know not to eat it when it's not ripe. So I think it's good for educational purposes to plant those trees there. At least they can visit grandma after school. Yeah. Yeah. While the parents are at work, grandma and grandpa can look after them on the graveyard. Oh, that'll be good. I mean, it's funny though, nobody died yet, but they're all coming here to mourn them in these special benches. So maybe that's a clue that we haven't built enough benches in the city yet. Although we have some benches out here. Probably don't have benches. Yeah, we have benches here too. Oh, we have not really built benches for these people. That's why. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll have to do that soon. And of course, thank you all so much for being here. I can see 38 people watching. That is very much appreciated. Thank you very much. You just want to lurk around, that's fine. If you want to join in chat, you're more than welcome. If you have suggestions for me, just keep them coming. And of course, if you want to help me out and give me some extra exposure on YouTube, please hit the little like button. It really works and it helps me to grow my little channel. So that would be very much appreciated. Thank you. Okay, we need more textile to make clothing. But we did make our first bits, so it could well be that the people that actually really needed clothing have their clothing, so that's good. We have this one filled up though with a ton of buckwheat and a lot of wheat. Ah, I still forget about the windmill. That's my mistake, but it's a very big and not so smart mistake. Now let's build 2 of these. So that we actually can do something with all that wheat. Turn it into flour, so let's move that up. At least the first one. Funny thing is that you've put graves, people want to die. Yeah, I guess I have some people dying to get into one of these graves. Oh dear, now we're gonna get a ton of dying jokes. Oh well, it's okay. We haven't really decorated this street up. So that might be something. Let's get some maple trees in the middle of the street. We'll do not too many. Then I will also put some benches in soon. Because I think we need more places for people to actually sit down, relax, take some time. Let's start with this little row. Now, I have something that I want to test and show you. So this guy's making nails. Let's watch him. See, now he's going to take a rest. And what he's going to do is he should be going to his house first. So let's check if he actually does. He is on his way. There he goes. So he is out to take a rest. And the first thing he does is go to his house. There he might eat or do something. And then, when he actually is ready, he can go sit on a bench and have some rest, as we can see here. Now, what they can do is, while they are on rest, is that they, after the resting period, can go straight to work. But a long-going myth in this game is that if you place benches close to their workplaces, that they will go faster back to work, which is actually not true, because they will always first visit their house and then take their rest. So building a bench right next to the smithy doesn't work, because they will always go home first. Of course, it could help if it is somewhere in between home and the workplace, because after the bench they can immediately go back to work. That's what we saw. But the game is programmed in a way that while they are at home, they will calculate a place to go to in a certain area around the house. So if we have benches out here and out there, there's no way of knowing which one they will go to. So they might just end up going to a bench out here and then going to work. So you don't really know. But building a ton of benches around their workplace is useless, because they will always go home first and then take their rest. Or sometimes they have to buy some goods and stuff like that. So keep that in mind when you place your benches and stuff. You don't have to place them to the workplaces. It's probably better to place them close to their houses so that they can just quickly go and sit. Alright, I think it's time to get some leather in so that we can make some shoes. So let's do that. We have plenty of iron and stuff. All the other stuff is good. So let's just get some leather in. And then when the slaughterhouse is ready... Oh, we still need the shoemaker though. Didn't have that yet. So that was just a little free tip from me. Now we can clearly see that this one is not very straight. When we placed this, there were a lot of trees there. So let's fix that now and get it a little bit more straight. I think this is better. Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay, so the town is now 111, so I guess we already doubled in population. This is stream so far. We have cheese now, that's good. You need lime, do you have that? No, not yet, not yet. There's only a little bit of lime on this map, so we'll do it step by step. At least with the leather we can already make the shoes, so we don't have to get the cowhides and stuff ready yet. We're building the slaughterhouse. There's the school. I think we need to go for the shoemaker now. Question is, where should that go? Because the tanner is here. It might as well go here. Making some shoes. So let's build a shoemaker out here. This can be a tiny area, and then when we connect it to the town, we can fence this off and make it look nice. But you need lime to make leather. I know, but we're not getting close to make leather yet, so we have the time for that. I actually imported a bit of leather now, so as soon as we get the shoemaker ready, We can just make shoes already, and we can at least make sure that nobody will leave because they ran out of shoes. Because you can see the quality here of their goods, clothes, warm clothes and shoes. As soon as they run out of one of these, so the quality gets too low, they're worn off, you have to supply them with new ones or they will get unhappy and leave your town. Now most of them have some good quality stuff, but it could be that those that came into the town first already have some clothes wearing off. It will happen in the first 3 or 4 years you're usually fine, and then slowly... See, this one already got new clothes and new warm clothes because the rest was worn off, so... You need to get those in time, otherwise people will start leaving your town. But for now, I think we're good. They still should be using the maze. Going to build an... I think next time we can try a bit of time to build a bigger maze, see how that goes. Might actually build a proper one. I just want to make the town a bit better for now before we do that again. These trees. Okay, so they just need to take these trees away. But for aesthetics purposes, I want to plant a few new ones here as well. I think a lot of Ostriv revolves around taking the time to make your town kind of look nice. For me at least, it's an important factor. I know I played a lot of games in the beginning, like when my channel was still very young. And I didn't do much with decorations, also in Ostriv. But it really adds to the feel of your town if you add decorations to it. And of course, if you're watching and you are into Ostriv, but you want to see something different, I have a series running now, which you can find on my channel, where I try to build a somewhat historic town. It's not like a real historic town, but it is a town I think that could have existed in history. So we're trying to have some natural shapes and that kind of stuff. If you're interested in that, you can just go on the channel and find that, and hopefully have some fun with it. It has 47 episodes up already. So if you have some time to spare, have fun. Snakes are immune to their own poison. Okay. Interesting. So someone started nagging about decorating. Yeah, that's probably the reason I started it. I don't know who that was, but could have been you. I don't know. Alright, it's almost halfway February, so not too long from now the snow will start to disappear. We can get another sowing season. I have to make some space in here, though, to make sure that we can go with that. So we might have to put some wheat or something in a granary here. I might as well build another small granary, because, I mean, they look cool. They're not so practical, but they look cool. There. And then we can put some wheat and flour. Probably only wheat in here, and then the flour can go straight to the marketplaces and the granaries. Oh, this one doesn't even store flour yet. Might as well set it up then. Not too much, just 500. I'll read the chat soon, people. I'm just trying to fix this up, and then I'll read the chat. There we go. Village house ready. Now they're going to build the windmill. That'll be helpful. Is the distance between trees in an alley in the Netherlands always this small? Oh no, that varies very much per town and per area. Actually, they're kind of cutting back on trees because it's expensive to maintain them. So what you usually see is they'll put down trees, they'll let them mature for a while, and once they get really big, they'll tell you that they're sick, and then they'll chop them away and they put small trees in again. Like really young trees, so that they don't have to do a lot of maintenance for years. That's cheaper than actually having big trees that they have to maintain. So that's usually how it goes. But it depends very much. But yeah, at some places we have plenty of trees. But I'm not trying to recreate the Netherlands or something. I'm just trying to make some dense greens in the town so that it actually has more color and looks a bit nicer. Because if you don't put in a lot of nature in these games, then it won't really look that fun. Plus, if you take aerial photos from a lot of cities, you'll see there's actually usually quite a lot more green in a city than you would see when you walk on the streets. From above, you usually see it better, so that's also something to take into account. Do you remember the great competition you ran for the building a marketplace? That was brilliant. It was a nice competition. Yeah, maybe we should do another one at some point. Like build a nice graveyard or whatever. Again, if you have good ideas for that, leave them in the Discord. As well as, of course, your other challenges that you have for me. Just leave everything in the Discord. And I'll try to read it and find it. And hopefully do something with it. For now, my Discord tells me that nothing has been placed in the Discord yet. So nobody shared their ideas there yet. But yeah, if you have a great challenge or ideas for me, then let me know. We'll always look into that. But yeah, the marketplace was fun. Had some pretty good marketplaces. And the video is up on the channel as well if you want to see those. Can you do a research on real-life Ostriv and make a copy of its village? Ostriv is a real-life name, but it's not a real-life village, I believe. I believe it's a region, but I'm not 100% sure. I think Volodymyr might know that. The difference is that poison is glam metal and venom is heavy black. Oh, okay, I don't know about that kind of stuff. Alright, we can see the farm is hiring a lot of people, which is good. That means that all the sowing can be done quickly, so we'll get some good yields. Because the faster something is sown in, the longer it can grow, the higher yield you get. You can never get to the full growth though, so that's something that won't happen. Maybe they'll implement that later or something, but it should be okay. Alright, we have some nice bulls that come of age that we might slaughter later, but I'll probably use them first in a as oxen, for instance, in the salt mine. That might be a good one. I think this is originated in the place of Ukraine. I'm not sure. I don't know. I believe Ostriv is like an island or an area in Ukraine, but not actually a city. Or it's a region or something. I believe it means something with river. Isn't that right? Didn't it mean something with river? I don't know. Yay, the windmill is ready. Finally, let's get 2 workers in there. And then make sure that they can get their stuff. Workers can get it by carts. They can put in 500. Yes. Then we can make some flour. If anyone knows, it must be Volodymyr. Yeah, Volodymyr knows everything. He knows a lot. Very smart guy. Ostriv is a Ukraine word for island. See? I remembered something like that. It's interesting though, because then I think none of the Ostriv towns actually take shape on an island. Would be interesting if we would get a map surrounded by water. I don't know, with a bridge to it or something, and that you can then settle on that island. So then it would really be Ostriv. I guess, I don't know. I would very much love a map editor so that we can make our own maps. I think that would be cool. And then you guys could make me a map and I had to build on it or something like that. That would be so nice. Hey, Gamer Mama! Nice to see you. How are you doing today? Hope you're well. How's the house progressing? Hello, Alexander. I said Alexander. Sorry about that. Alexander. I have to read carefully. How are you today? Ostriv does mean island, but apparently there are at least 13 villages in Ukraine named Ostriv. Oh, really? Interesting. So there are villages named Ostriv. Okay, cool. Thanks for sharing. That's good to know. I'm good. House is going slow at the moment. Ah, is it just because you have to wait for stuff, or is it because you don't really feel like doing it? But the game takes place on Fantasy Island. Dev says so. Ah, okay. So this is supposed to be a fantasy island. We just can't see the edges of the island because there's always... Let me zoom out a bit. Can we see something of a shoreline? No, I don't think so. Would be fun if that you see in the distance, you see that it's an actual island or something. I mean, oh, of course, this is the whole island. Ah, yeah, I forgot about it, but now I remembered it. This is on the island. So this island is called Ostriv. And there's different cities on the island, and we are this city. Okay, interesting. Good to know. And now I remember it. Nice. Okay, interesting. Sometimes, I mean, I've seen this map 100 times, but I never realized that Ostriv means island, and that, of course, this is the island. Oh, man. Sometimes you just realize things way later than you should have. Waiting on the works to have time. I'm kind of tired at the moment. Ah, yeah. Well, you better take some rest then, Game Mama. You already did a lot of hard work before and after the big holiday, so you better take good care of yourself. That's important. Going slow is bad. It should be better if it stands completely still. Oh. Alright. Let's sell a bit of charcoal again. Do we need iron already? No, we still have some in store. As long as we have 500 in store, we also have like around 500 in the smithy. So we have 1,000 then in the end. So we're good. Don't have to worry about that. March now. I think everyone is... Yeah, everything is sown in for a while. It's growing already. We're now getting some flour. Look at that. Finally some wheat out of here. So that will make a lot of space. There comes the slaughterhouse. Going to need it soon. We do have the leather now. That's where the shoemaker comes in. Let's now plan the salt works. Oh man, I'm misclicking completely every now and then. There we go. Let's just plan the salt works out here. Doesn't really matter, I think, how we place it, as long as we place it. It does also need... Alright, let's put it a little bit back here, because the salt works needs charcoal and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty bad for health. So it should not be too close to the houses. Needs charcoal, so let's give them some charcoal pits. Although one should probably do, but okay. We'll just do one. Then it needs a big hay barracks, because there will be oxen in it. So we need to provide it with food. We'll also need a warehouse to store goods. And then of course it will also need a water source. We don't have stones yet, so I have to go with this as a water source. Feels a bit weird though to just place it right here, but I think we're just going to do that actually. So there's the water source. And with all of this we can start to produce our own salt, and that'll make us some nice money. Let's move that over a bit. I need that granary too. I just always have way too much building queue thingies in the beginning of the game, because there's so much you want to get. But it's okay. It's okay. Let me keep my eyes on chat, of course. The hexagonal design is lucky in beehives. Oh, is it so? I don't know. Town names are actually present in real-life Kharkiv region. Ah, okay, so these are real-life towns. Oh, cool. I like it that the dev is so much keen on the historic part of the game and stuff, so that the church actually really looks like a church and stuff, and that's historic. I like that so much. That'll be so cool. I made affiliate on Twitch with the stream yesterday. Oh, congratulations, Gamer Mama! That is great. Very nice. That's amazing. Happy you. And don't forget, yeah, that's a good one. Don't forget this Sunday evening, Farming Simulator 25 with friends. It'll be me, Gamer Mama, One Last Midnight, Trip Kip. Unfortunately, no Roadhog yet, because he had some bad news. His GPU that died is now sent to the manufacturer, and then they have to take a look at it, and I decide either to repair it or replace it. And those things always take like 2 weeks, probably, at least. So, yeah, I don't think we'll see him anytime soon on the streams. I am really looking forward to the moment that he actually will be on the streams again. But, yeah, that's unfortunate. So, hopefully he can join us soon. But we'll just continue the farm in his absence. And he'll be in chat to scold us if we do it wrong. So, that'll be good. And then all should be fine. But yeah, we want him back. No, this stream is not on Twitch. Twitch has a maximum streaming capacity of 6,000 kilobits per second, which makes a game like Ostriv very blurry as soon as you move around. It should now be pretty sharp from where you are. If you do this on Twitch, it gets very blurry, and then it has to take a second to actually get sharp as soon as you stop moving. So you should have better quality out here. That's why I'm not doing the dual streaming. I'm streaming 20,000 kilobits per second at the moment. And Twitch doesn't allow that, and it gets pissed at me if I do that, so... Alright, we have the slaughterhouse. We're not using it yet because we are not going to slaughter any animals, but... So now my evening will also be hunting both cats and mice. Ah, you have new mice in the house. Nice, nice, nice. Enjoy that. Plenty of thatch, so that's not a problem. We have okay money. I would like to have a bit more, but we can buy what we need and sell what we need. We do have quite a few men available, I think. So let's get a few men in other jobs so that they actually get done as soon as possible. That will also make sure that we have enough jobs, so that's good. Do we have some cows that we can already... We only got 2 new cows. No, not so good. We got a lot of bulls, but no cows, so that won't generate a lot more milk. It's okay for now, though, but could be better. Welcome back, Cirrus. Okay, there we go. Yeah, tanner is set up. Cow hides. It also needs a bit of salt, I think, at some point for the... No, not for the tanning, I think. They need it at the slaughterhouse. That's it. They need salt. So let's tell these that they can already get everything that they need. There we go. And then, yeah, that's ready. You can turn bulls to oxen and make a plow. Yeah, but I don't really have a need for plowing the fields because we have to completely reset all of this, and we already have too much food because we can already not get it out. And we can see this one is almost filled up already, and as soon as this is filled up, they will not take stuff from the land. So we already have too much stuff. So that I save that for when we get to the point that we actually need to produce more, because then they get plows, and then we can make the crop rotation more efficient. But if I do that now, we'll end up with way too much food, which is going to be an issue. I actually need this granary to come in quickly so that we can store all the wheat in there for the windmill. So that will make some room now. But yeah, for now it's probably better to save a little bit on not making too much yet. And I'm going to need the oxen for the salt works that we're going to get soon. Oh shoot, we need stones for the salt works. I forgot about that. We don't have stones yet, so we need to start producing stones. Stones are on the other side of the river, aren't they? Yeah, see, the stones are on this side of the river. So you have to build a bridge in order to reach the stones. Oh dear. That's a problem. That is a problem. That's the thing with this game. The nice and easy, slow building always turns into chaos at some point when you realize that you forgot something or that you still need something. Luckily, this is only going to be a temporary building because there's only limited stone and limestone on the map. So, once it's all gone, we can just remove this building again. Can you buy stones? Yes, we can, but they're pretty expensive, and we don't have that much money to spare, and I don't take loans, so I'm not going to do that. We're going to need a bridge at some point anyway, and I might just build this. I mean, then we're good. Oh, this is one of those lower areas. Okay. Yeah, this is better. Too low? No, I don't want it too low. Come on, build me a bridge. There we go. All right. That should do the trick. I have to build this before the actual salt works then. So let's move the salt works. There we go. Cart parking. Oh, that's always good. That means extra moving of goods. Where did I build that one? I built it down here. There we go. Let's get some extra carts. Whew. Just import. Yeah, but it takes a lot of money, and it's. I don't really want to use my money on stones while they're laying around on the map. We just have to get them. I mean, 2 workers can do the job. We just need to give them a cart, so that's all, and then we can get stones. So, and then we can build it for free. So I'm kind of more inclined to do that than to buy stones right now. If you don't have pigs, you don't need salt in slaughterhouses. Hides are salted in the leather works, and stones can be imported. I think the salt is actually done in the slaughterhouse with the... They will make it into... See, sallow and hides need to be salted for preservation. Thus, there needs to be salt stored in the slaughterhouse. For sallow, you need 1 unit of salt for each. Then for hides, you need 1. And it goes for all the hides. So even the cow hides needs to get salted. So we need the salt in here. Build stone bridges to get the stone stack. Yeah, that's impossible. So just be careful googling grinder games. I just get those games on Steam. Just like my OF channel, I had so many subs that reset to 0 like my old Ford Escort. OF channel? What's OF? I don't know. I used to be on Friends Reunited, now I am on Friends RSVP Funerals. Oh dear. Oh dear. Alright, the granary is almost done. Yay! Now we can store all the wheat from here. That will make a lot of room. It's already May, so 2 months the harvest starts. A little more than 2 months, but yeah. Alright. Oh, and I think we have built the shoemaker. Yes, let's make shoes. Good, because we have the leather now. Oh, we also need threads, but I think we have threads as well. Yes, 10, but we have threads. Oh, 250 in here. Why isn't she picking up the threads? As there's 250 in here. Oh, that's for the clothing. Ah, yeah. Okay. Well, let's get some shoes. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's okay. This is now almost done. Come on, finish it. I need to set this up and get the stuff in. Let's get a worker in and set this one up just for wheat. 10,000, because that's the whole capacity. And then we should empty this out. Can we just do this? Oh, we don't have... Move the resources by cart. Yeah, we have no carts yet, so we can't do that yet. But yeah. Kind of hoping that they will now fill this one up completely, so that we get rid of all the wheat. We'll see. So far they're not picking anything up yet, so we'll have to find out if they will. Might help if we put this on. Oh, yeah, somebody's going to pick up 100 now. Yeah, bring it to the granary. That's nice. So the first 100 will be taken out. So slowly they will empty that out. That's good. You can also put in flowers. Yeah, but the flowers need to go to the markets. So the flowers will go straight to the big granaries that are close to the markets. That's why I'm storing it in here. Because otherwise they'll just keep moving it around from here to there and then to the next one. So these can just pick it up all the time. Every extra step you include will just consume laborers, and we don't always have those laborers, so I don't always want to do that. If that makes sense. Okay, so houses, stone camp, wooden bridge, big haystack, and then at some point the salt works. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Put a single cart on the windmill and lock it onto the windmill. Oh yeah, might do that. Although I think now laborers come in as well to do it. But that's a good option. I like the single cart parking. I probably don't use it enough. I do like it a lot though, especially since you can just attach it to a certain building. I think I'm actually going to build 2 if we can. 1 here as well for the other windmill, so that they both have their own. And I should probably do the same with this smithy. So that we have a dedicated one for the smithy, so that they can get the charcoal quickly. That's actually a good one. Thanks for the suggestion. I always forget about this one. That's the little trouble that I have every now and then with playing this game for so long. Sometimes they add nice new features, but you have your way of doing things in the game, and then in the end, you forget about using those. So, because you just have your own way of doing stuff. So sometimes it's a bit hard to adjust to new stuff that they put in. No devs. The dev game is developed by one person. I believe he shared at some point that he had 3 or 4 people helping him every now and then. And that basically he is still the dev, but he wasn't doing it 100% alone. That he actually had a few people that were helping him out. I could be wrong, of course, but that's the last thing that I read at some point. I must have monkey flu. I can't smell or taste this amazing Thai curry. Ooh, Corona. COVID. In the slaughterhouse, they won't move or work without a free cart. Well, that's why we built the cart shop next to it, the cart thing, so that should be good. But they'll do that job, they'll be fine. Now we don't even need to slaughter yet, so we're okay. This one is nice. This is all set up already so that they can use it in the salt works once we get it, but we still need the stones for it. Let's sell that little bit of extra charcoal. Do we have shoes already? Not in there, not in here. I think they need to make a few threads first before we can build more stone. Shoes. See, they have the leather, but not the threads. That's the problem. As soon as the new hemp harvest comes in, though, we can do that, so that's good. Hey, Anime! Good to see you. How are you doing today? I've never... I think I... Hear me? Hello, hello? Yep, you can hear me again. Alright, I touched my microphone and unplug the cable apparently, but you should be able to hear me again. Hello Anime, good to see you. How are you doing? Hope all is good. You never played this game before. In my opinion, this is one of the, if not the best city building game that there is, because you get a lot of freedom, you can have so much fun with it. Such a great game. So if you ever want to play a city builder, you should try this one. If you want to be more sure about it, just watch people play it for a bit, I guess. And then at some point you'll be like, ah, this is fun, or not. That's all. I mean, we all love different games, so if you don't like it, that's fine. But I think you'll enjoy it. Doing okay. I have a large thunderstorm, though, all of the day. Oh, wow. Well, I do like thunderstorms as long as I'm inside enjoying watching them. But if I have to go outside, I don't like it so much. But just stay safe. The graphics remind me of Banished. Yeah, but I think this is a little bit better. I think we also have more camera options and stuff. I mean, we can get in quite close. You have so many options. And this is easier than Banished. Banished, of course, has a bigger emphasis on survival. And this just has an emphasis on building a nice town. So for me, that makes it great. And I mean, you have a ton of freedom. Like, we can build different shapes. We have houses with garden, houses without a garden. Later on, we can also build row houses that house people. And all sorts of industries, food-producing industries, other industries for like metal, clothing, and that kind of stuff. We have different transporting systems. This is a well-made game. I love this a lot. Have fun, must leave. Cheers. Alright, Karen, thanks so much for popping in. It was really appreciated. Hope you have a good one. Say hi to your husband from us, and we'd love to see you another time. Thanks so much for swinging by. Nice town already. Thank you. Thank you. It's a lovely game. Right, let's check. It's still growing. Look at how far we actually get now. Although any second now the ripening can start. No, halfway in the month the ripening starts. And then it ends a quarter into August, and then the harvest starts. I'll have to wishlist it. Well, that's up to you. I mean, I won't tell you to buy it or anything. You asked if we can hear you. I can't hear a thing. Well, then you're doing it wrong, Cyrus. Right, another house is done. That's great. Now we're building the stone mining camp. And then we can make carts for it. And then we can build the bridge. Although we still need 420 nails. We have 494. Oh, and they already picked up all the nails. Good, so we can build all of this. Nice. That's going to work then. Show the house building. Well, you want to see how they built this? This is not a house, by the way, but so far Ostriv is the best city building because there are no army building. Yeah, that's very true. I love the no army stuff. Although I've been following Farthest Frontier now, which will soon go into full release. And they've been adding some nice stuff to it with bridges and all that kind of thing. So I'm keeping my eyes on it. And as soon as it comes out and it is as good as I think it is, we'll be playing that again. And of course demilitarized, because I don't like all the military stuff in it. But I do love games that give you the option and you can just turn it off and have fun with it. Another feature you forgot about when playing too long. Yeah, just showcasing that they actually built something and that you can really see the things. That's very true. That's one of the things with this game. You can just enjoy... I must say the music in this game is very nice. It's nice, relaxed, calming, and you can have a lot of fun with it. You can just watch some buildings be built for hours. Like they're now going to put this up. You can see all the steps. They're actually putting in the steps then. So they're doing all the steps. They're building the foundation now. Now they're going to put the poles in. And you can just rotate around it and see how it comes together. I love this game. I mean, this is just nice and relaxed. So this is just good. This is just such a nice game. I influenced you to buy it. I'm a secret influencer. I send out subliminal messages to telling people that they should buy this game. Alright, they're already up to the roof. There they go. Put the beams up, then they can put the wooden plates on it. No thatch on this one. There they come. And then they still have to build the storage places. There it comes. You know, a game is good if it's less than a gig. Who knows? Maybe. I don't know. They updated infection-free zone as well. Oh, really? I've been reading up on it, but I didn't see the update yet. Okay, interesting. Alright, we're done. We now have the stone gatherer, so let's order some carts. Tell them not to get the limestone yet, so that they will only go for the stones. There might actually be a few stones on this side of the river, but I'm not 100% sure. I thought there were a few, but I'm just quickly looking now, which might not look as nice at home for you guys. No. They're all on the other side, so... Oh, shoot! Oh, I'm so stupid. They're now building a bridge so that we can get on this side of the island. But the stones are on this island. So there's 3 islands. We have this big island, and this island. And I don't think we're building the bridge to where they actually should be. So let's get rid of this one, because that's just a waste. Let's build a new bridge. Otherwise, we'll be spending 400 metal nails on a place where we can't even really need to go, where we don't even really need to go to. So we need a bridge there. That's better. Oh, man. I have to leave. Thanks so much for being here, PSV. Much appreciated. You have a good one. Say hi to your partner. And we'd love to see you next time. Thanks so much for popping in. Do you know what is new with Infection-Free Zone then, Cathbot? It's very OG Settlers, but I do like the OG Settlers protect your borders. Yeah, I'm all happy with no fighting in this game. I don't think it's going to be in, so I like it. Well, we've had these houses planned for a long time now, but we're just keep squeezing in all these industries all the time. Now building the hay barracks for the salt works. Not that we have a salt works yet, but oh well. All right. Ah, they really stored some of the wheat in there. Now they're getting busy with the harvest. We get buckwheat in, the potatoes are coming in. They're harvesting this field now. This comes in. That should also get us more hemp, which should lead to clothing and threads, and that should lead to shoes at some point. So that's all good. All right, the big hay barracks is up. We can see a cart being delivered here. I saw a cart being delivered. Can we actually look in the building and see the cart? No, can't see the cart standing there. Yep, 3 carts are there already. 4th being built. So that's good. I still have some of my old Settler games. Oh, Settler games were lots of fun. There was actually a game kind of like this. Kind of a mix between this and the Settlers. Oh, I don't remember the names. It was Knights and something? Oh, that was so much fun. You had to build like farms and stuff and things like that. And build a nice little town. There was a little bit of fighting in it, but not too much. Oh, I don't remember the name. Knights of or whatever. Oh, that was so nice. That was so nice. Oh, I'll have to look that up. That was such a nice city builder, but it was really old. Wasn't it like Knights and Merchants or something? Could be. Maybe it was Knights and Merchants. Yeah, Knights and Merchants. That was the game. 1998. Oh, that was fun. Oh, I can actually get it on Steam. Oh. Oh, there's actually more fighting in it than I remember. But yeah, you had to build a little town and get farms and stuff and then fight. Okay, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the fighting anymore, but... Knights and Merchants. Old city building game. Well, look at these little farms. I mean, that's also something that I sometimes forget. To just take a look. It's right before harvest now. So in a month they will start to harvest. We have the pumpkins, the lettuce, I think. I don't know what this is. We have the honey. Some more plants. Look at all of this. Some carrots. This is so nice. Oh, bushes for fruit. They will actually dry them, so they make their own dried fruits. Oh, we don't have orchards yet. We should probably get some orchards soon, so that they can start to grow their trees. When you look at all the colors and stuff, there's actually flowers in front of the houses. We have these nice porches and stuff. It's really cool. So every now and then zoom in and just take a look at these little towns in the game. Like, this is what we made of the inner area. And I think it really goes well with the whole idea of the houses. Then the granary is the same look as the houses, so that works. And now that the trees start to grow and we have bushes and stuff flourishing, it just looks really nice. I love this area. I love this area. It's a nice area. Thanks for the idea for the hexagonal. That's pretty cool. And now I really want to build another cartwheel farm soon. I love those. My Viking town's really big now. I refuse to take help from other villages when I raid. I want all loot for myself, so I now have 9 Drakkar ships to send for raid at some time. Does it now go better, Cooper? Do you now have better success at the raids and stuff now that you can send more ships? I think that should work quite well. But no guarantees, so does it work for you now? Play Ostriv now. Oh, everybody's free to play whatever they want. But yeah, if you're into city builders, Ostriv is the game to go to. It is so good. All work is done now. Nothing to do. Okay. Well, they already removed quite a few trees. Sometimes you get these young trees. They will never mature. That's not in the game yet. But if you just want to get rid of it and see a clear area, you can just go like this and get rid of it. So that you can just have a clear area and no clutter. That's what I like. I like to have clean areas so that I can plant my own trees in. I mean, I'm Dutch after all. I want everything organized and nice and neat and tidy. Now, all these houses should have plenty of food, although you can see a lot of food spoils actually, so at some point they will run out of some, but then the next harvest comes in. These are maple trees, yes, okay, because we still need to finish the whole maple tree alley here. We might as well just continue that. This is where the street's supposed to go, so I'm gonna leave that open. Let's continue here. Right, we got 124 people in now, so I think on the numbers of people we grew quite well this episode, so that's good. Nothing bad there. The bridge is getting built, so before we know it, we can actually go across. Oops, that's zooming in a bit too far. Even all the bridges have nice steps where they will include everything into the building, and then you get a bridge. There they go. How much more? Last pieces. Nice. After this, they should build the off-ramp, and then, yep, there it comes. Look at how strong this guy is. He's just carrying that one piece all by himself. Bridge is done. Let's get some stones. If we have male workers. Oh, it's harvesting time. Look at this. They're busy with the farm. Oh, they're doing a good job. Messenger from Dekachi. Let's sell some charcoal. Probably have to buy some iron now. Yep, there we go. Good. Buy all the food in the Granary show, it won't spoil. Sell it then so other family can have it. Families won't consume same amount over time. You even if you buy food that spoils, it will also spoil in your granary. See, there's also spoilage in your granary. That doesn't make a difference. So buying it will not help out. It will just still spoil. So they can have it and they can just use whatever they need. And then family won't consume the same amount over time. Well, they do consume the same amount of food. It just differs on what. So an average adult will eat somewhere around 100 units of food a year. But that varies from 80 to 120 depending on their health and their wealth. And kids eat half of what an adult eats. So somewhere between 40 and 60 units of food. They all need 3 different types of food to be happy, and otherwise they will leave. Now, this family has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different types of food, so they're good for a while. He needs 100, he needs 100, they together need 100, so these need 300 units of food. That is what they have, so they can just eat all of this, so that's good. So there's no real need to buy all of that. All food that we buy, we have to actually pay for. And if it spoils in our granary, we have paid for food to a family that will then spoil in our granary, so we won't make money on it. So it will actually lose us money. So that's one of the things that we're definitely not going to do, especially not since we have plenty of food anyway. So what we do right now is we just make sure that we have a set wealth tax at 80. So they can grow their wealth a little bit. And then as soon as we get to like the barber surgeon and stuff, they need some wealth to get to, so to pay for that. That's why I keep them up to 80. But everything over 80 I tax away. So if we take a look at one of the overlays, in this case their wealth, we can see that some actually are close to that 80, meaning that as soon as they go over 80 they get taxed a bit and it drops a bit. And then at some point everybody will have around 80 and all the rest will be taxed away and go into my city funding. So that's how I set up my economy. We now have some cart sheds that we can link to a building and of course get a cart for. So let's quickly do that. So that's all set up. Let's link this one to the smithy. There we go. But now this is linked to the smithy and only the smithy guys can use it, which is nice. I would really like one of these games have real crop rotation. Menlois is working on it, but it's still not fully implemented. Well, this game has crop rotation in a way. I can show you right here. So this game works with 3 types of fertility. They don't have a name, but they have a color. We have orange fertility, green fertility, and blue fertility. I guess they represent some kind of nutrient that goes into the ground. And they will all be 100% on an empty field when you place it. And you can only use that. So, for instance, wheat uses 50 orange nutrients and 60 green ones. That means if I do 2 wheats after each other, we will get a very low yield on the second time because it simply does not have the nutrients to grow. That's why, for instance, I go for potatoes and buckwheat, because potatoes uses 50% of the orange nutrients and 30% of the green ones. And this only uses 20% of the green ones and 60% of the blue ones. Then, the year after its fallow, it will restore 80% of the nutrients. So this actually has a real crop rotation system. If you don't use it, your fields will be empty. There will be no nutrients in it, and there will nothing be growing on it. You can work with it with plows, for instance. So if you plow a field, it will use, I believe it's 20% less nutrients. Or it will put back an amount of nutrients into the ground, and the plants will actually use less nutrients that you plant on the plowed field. So that way you can extend the life of a field. So right now I can only do 1 time potato, 1 time buckwheat, and then we need a fallow field. And then you can actually make that longer before we actually need a fallow field. So this game really has a crop rotation system. And it's really interesting. And Alpha 6 is already announced a couple of times. It should have been out in March already, but it's get delayed all the time because it has some pretty big changes in it. Because they're also going to add stuff like nutritional value and stuff. So you can't just give your families like dried fruits, peas, and cucumbers, and that's all the food that they get, so that they have their 3-type food variety. Because then they will miss certain ingredients that they need. So you have to include some meat and some other stuff. So it's getting a little bit more complicated. At least that's what we know right now. And they're on the process of implementing those kind of things. So I think in terms of this game being accurate and having a system like that, this really tries to have it. So that's pretty cool. Make them all poor. Nah, I don't have to make them all poor. Maybe locally correct. If a healthy citizen needs variety of food, when you sell it on the market, you can earn money, right? Yeah, but only if you sell it on the market. So we have enough food variety on the market, and they grow a lot themselves. But if I buy products from a family, I store it in the granary, and then that food spoils. We have bought it from a citizen, but we haven't sold it, so we won't make money on it. That's why I'm not buying it all, because we're just throwing money away. And the families will take care of that food variety as long as you offer enough food. So here we have 2 different types of food. Here we have 2 more. That's already 4. So we offer them different types of food. It's all good. Do you need to link the carts? You don't need to. If you don't link a cart, anybody can use it. But if you link this to a building, then only the workers in the building can use it. So right now, this is linked to this building, and now the guy from the building can actually use it. So that way, like all the carts that we have, you can see right here, there's 2 carts present and there's 2 in use. These have a lot of carts present at the moment. But when your town gets bigger, more and more of your carts will be used. So you will need to, I'm going to buy this, by the way. You will need to have a lot of carts. And this way you can dedicate carts to certain buildings. So you know that they will never run out of a cart, or will never be like, oh, we can't find a cart anywhere. There will always be a cart for them to use. And that's basically what we want with this. So I always want a cart for the smithy so that they can quickly get the stuff that they need and make our nails. And these also get a cart because then they can quickly get all the wheat that they need. So it's a way to dedicate stuff. Do we have mana lords? I'm sure they'll get with the rotation system. Yeah, mana lords just need a lot of work, but then it can be a really good game. But so far, with the millions that they make, they're not using it wise. They're just throwing it away and throwing us bones every now and then. But we're not getting a lot of good updates, and it's terribly slow for a game that made so much money. I'm actually quite pissed with mana lords. It's okay. It's an okay game, but it does not work half as well as Ostriv does. It needs so much tweaking to actually be a good game. Hey, that's my opinion, so you can be completely different. Anyone play Farthest Frontier? It has leave early access now. I thought it was going to leave early access in 2 days or something like that. I have it as well, and it's nice. I actually have playlists on it, Cooper. You should be able to find it on the channel. But I was waiting for it to leave early access, and then I will get back into it. Because some of the things that they are giving away in Dev Diaries look really good. So I really want to get into it and make sure that... let's see. October 23rd, it will get out of early access. So we still have to wait a month, but then it comes in 1.0. But I will definitely look at it, Cooper. Because it is a good game so far. There's violence in it that I just turn off. But it's a very nice game. But yeah, there should be playlists on my channel also with Farthest Frontier. But then from a while back, because it's been a while already that I actually really played that. I'm just quickly seeing if I can find one while doing the stream. But oh, here we have Farthest Frontier on the Lowlands. Get a shareable link. Here's a link to one of my playlists, Cooper, with the Farthest Frontier. But it's from November 24, so that's almost a year ago. Keep that in mind, so it already changed. There we go. The town is just running itself, so we don't have to worry about that. How much stones do we have? 900. So we can slowly start to work on the salt works. Yep, there's more stones inbound already. Let's get an extra worker in there if we can. We're just building a few houses now, which will be helpful. Let's see. What I did, Pat, is I buy 90% and sell 110 so I can earn money. That's true. I do that too. Well, not at 90 and 110. I do buy it at 10 and sell it at 20. But you only make that money if you buy it and actually sell it. So if you buy it and then it spoils in your granary, it's a waste of money because you would not have made a single dime on it. So... it might be, as you can see, we bought for 19 and we sold for 156. So I'm actually really selling stuff in the market. And this goes for all the products, by the way. So also your, like the buckwheat and stuff that we sell will also be very cheap for the villagers. So that's something to keep in mind. But I do make money on this, but... you only make the money if you actually sell it. So if I take a look at my granary now, we can see this is not about to spoil anytime soon. But if stuff spoils soon, you lose the money. That's why I also go for peas and honey, because they don't spoil. And other types of food actually do spoil. So in here we can see the potatoes. Some of the potatoes are already closer to spoiling. And spoilage means you lose money. So that's good to keep in mind. Yeah, it does leave next month, and I have my eyes on it. It's a very good game, Farthest Frontier, without all the violence. Because the raids and stuff are not always fun, but other than that, it's a fun game. So I think once it leaves early access, we will do another run through of it. Alright, another house ready. We have 1100, almost 1200 stones now. That's the wrong building. There's more, 1300 stones now, so... yeah, we're getting there. They just have to do a long walk to get all the stones. And we need 2200, I think? 2800. Oh, then we have to move it over a bit. But we'll get there. Yeah, I prioritize buying foods that don't spoil, and I only buy what I know I can sell. So, for instance, in here, you can see I only buy up to 100 honey and peas, so that I will never have too much. And if you do that with the food that spoils as well, you will have less spoilage because you only buy very small amounts. If you buy all of this up and it spoils, you'll lose a lot of money. So you mentioned beautiful games. I must say Land of the Viking is really beautiful buildings, and especially nighttime when houses and street torches light up the village. Very true, very true. And Land of the Vikings has a modding system now, so you can really make your own buildings. You can download some very nice buildings. So Land of the Vikings is a very nice game, and I like it that it also has the big emphasis on building your town and doing the Viking raids. But building your town and stuff is not too hard. It's pretty easy to get your wood and that kind of stuff. They won't make a drag out of building your town. And you can actually build a town pretty speedy. And that's what I like about these games. Like, the big difference between Ostriv and Foundation is that, yes, we have certain needs here. So we need to provide our people with food. We need to provide them with clothing and shoes. But it's not like where in Foundation for every 5 buildings you have to build a watchtower, otherwise it's not in radius and you can't build a house or it can't upgrade. And when you have 10 buildings you need to build another church because otherwise people can't go to church. And then for another 10 buildings you need another church. And that's stuff that just is designed to make the game more of a drag. So apparently you have to play it longer or something like that. It takes away a lot of the fun. The fun in Ostriv is that you have so many options and so many ways to do it. And still you build that nice town. And yes, still there are a few needs, but not too many. That's what I really like about these games. And that's also with games like Farthest Frontier. When you have the raids on, I also have that in Manalords. If you have the raids on, one of the first things you'll have to do is set up an infrastructure to make weapons so that you have enough troops so that you can fight off the raid. So that's always the same. And then there'll be for the first year, and then after a few years another raid comes in. So you'll always be busy with that. And that takes away just from the fun of the building. Like, somebody came up in chat, I believe it was Master Tatsky, with a hexagonal. And then we just take the time to plan out a hexagonal and we try it and we have fun with it. And I don't have to worry about the next raid that's already coming in and that I need to build a few more weapons and that kind of stuff. So, I don't know why developers always feel the need to corner you into certain ways of doing stuff, because otherwise they'll be unhappy and you have all these zones and then you have to build a new church because the next building is slightly out of its zone. And so I don't understand why they need to do that. Games are fun if you design a good game like Ostriv just for the fun of building the town. I don't need a building every 10 squares because the next building is out of its reach and now I need a new one and stuff like that. That just makes the game needlessly harder and it slows your growth. But it doesn't add to the fun of the game, in my opinion. That's my opinion. It's my opinion. You can blame me if you don't like what I say. But this is just fun building. And you can do this over and over again because it is so much fun. I'm done with Ostriv, with Foundation. Because you have to do the same stuff over and over again. Build another watchtower, build another church, build another building, and then you can build 6 extra houses. And then they're out of reach again, so you have to do it all over again. I don't like that. I just want to build a fun town. And if I want to start building row houses now, we just set up the brick industry and we can build row houses. And if I don't want to, we never build a row house. That's all the options that we have in this game. I love that. There's another house ready, and we got a married couple coming in. But what I do not understand is why I built the fence walls in Land of the Vikings. I've never been raided. They always ban traders, it says. And I can be raided if I do, but they never come and try. I've been raided a couple times in Land of the Vikings. You don't really see the raid, but the walls do add up to your defense count. And the higher your defense count, the more likely you are to do good in the raid. That's, as far as I know, how it works in Land of the Vikings. Especially the watchtowers and stuff, they add to your defense count and that will help you survive. But yeah, there's no like real life fighting, so the wall is I mean, if you build a nice town in the I guess it needs a wall, a Viking town. But you won't have to hold back the enemy, so... Here in Ostriv, only market stall is needed if it's far, and plot burial if it's occupied. That's true, but the market range is very big. So it's... In the average game, if you build a market, so you click and select the building, that's the market, and then you get like the radius around it, and that's where people can go to the market. And if you go 1 millimeter out, you can't go to the market anymore. It's just weird. I don't understand it. It's not accurate. It's not cool. It's not... I don't know why they do that. And in here, the market distance is actually pretty good, because we have the markets here, and everybody here can go to it. Everybody here can still go to it, so that's pretty good. Patron is pretty free with that too, though they have add-ons for some buildings that increase output. Yeah, Patron is also a nice game. I think it's a bit slow usually in the uptake. It takes a while before you get good numbers of immigrants in and you can get your town to grow. But Patron generally is a very nice game. I'm just not a big fan of the grid system that they have in it. So, I think... if they could get rid of the grid system, Patron would be very good. But of course they have the grid system, you have to work with it. It's not as rigid as some other grid builders. So it is nice. I haven't played it a while actually. Have they been regularly updating it still, or is it kind of done and they're not really doing anything with Patron anymore? Because it is a nice game. Is being raid under disasters? No, I think... when you... in Land of the Vikings, when you raid a certain town, the people that have the same culture, or towns that have the same culture, will get pissed at you. And when you piss off a few towns, they'll come for you. So I guess I had that happen. So a big town that I never raided actually raided me because I had been attacking towns of the same culture as them, and they got pissed with me. So then you can get raided. And of course with the trader. So if you... don't just kill the trader all the time. I think there's a higher chance that you will get raided from that. And that's also when you can get a raid. I don't think it's under disasters. I think it's either you do the trader stuff not right, then you can get a raid, or you just raid the wrong towns all the time, and then at some point the big brother comes and pisses you off. Oh, I've been a patriot. I never raided a Norse village. Ah, yeah. Nice. But I believe, like, if you go to the British towns with the British culture, then the other British towns should get more pissed. And at some point, they might raid you, as far as I know. Yeah, nothing to buy, so that's good. Agree, I haven't played for a while, so no idea on the updates. I should check, though. You played Banished Adam and Eve mode? Adam and Eve mode? Banished in Adam and Eve mode. Does that mean they're still naked and then a snake comes in and talks to them and then they get clothing? Or how does that work? I've played Banished a long time ago. It's fun, but the emphasis is so big on survival, and that kind of takes it away from me. Because it takes the peacefulness out of the game. I remember playing Forest Village. What was the exact name? Forest Village. Oh, I don't remember the name now. But that was a great game. You could start with like a handful of people, or you can start with just 2 people in a house and build them a house and stuff. Oh, Life is Feudal Forest Village. That was a very nice survival game. Lots of bugs in it, unfortunately, and some graphical glitches and stuff that they never fixed. But I would love that, to have a remake. Life is Feudal Forest Village. That was very good. Yeah, only male, female, no resources or anything. Yeah, I would really have to get back into Banished and then learn it again and then enjoy it. But that's just learning Banished properly is a lot of work. So I don't know if I'll ever do that, but if I can recall correctly, it is 2 starting villagers and a little card of resources. Yeah, something like that. That's usually the challenges that are in. But I am now busy with Well, not at this point, of course, because I'm streaming. But I'm now started working on the Rags to Riches challenge in Farming Simulator 25. So starting with nothing except 100,000 loan, no equipment, no land, no nothing. And then try to make my riches. And I'm just done with editing the first episode. Play the first full month of the game. It'll be up somewhere next week. And I'll be having fun with that because I love Farming Simulator and I love the challenge. It's tough though. I mean, it's a grind in the beginning, doing lots and lots of contracts with my own equipment because I'm not allowed to lease anything. But it's very nice. Resistance is futile. Yeah, that's it. Ostriv is stress-free. Banished Adam and Eve mod is stressful. Yeah, I think so. I think so. But there's some nice new city builders coming out that I'm going to check out. I have Celestial Empire, which I need to check out. It just came out in early access that I really want to showcase because I've played it in the demo. It was fun, so I have to get into that. And there's a few more, so lots and lots of work. Will that be a series? The Farming Simulator one? Yes, it will be an edited series. My first real edited series. As you all know, I usually don't really edit much out because I think it's nice to actually see what people do. Like, when I started my channel, one of the things I really hated was when I played a game and I wanted to learn it and I would play alongside a YouTuber that I was watching. Then they would just edit parts out and you were like, huh? How do you get to that? I'm just only here and now I have to go to that point and I don't know what you did. You didn't show anything, so how should I know where you got to? That was my big frustration. That's why I started making videos where you actually see everything. So I make like a recording of Ostriv, like my Ostriv series with the historic town. It's 47 episodes. You have seen every second that I recorded. I just added the beginning and the end so that you get like the intro and stuff and that it has a good, nice, sharp start and sharp ending. But you've seen every second. And that's going to change with the Farming Simulator because I'll be cutting out some of the driving that I do towards jobs. You will actually still see all the jobs. I just speed them up. Except when I'm doing talking and stuff. Then I'll just be slow. But you still see all the work that I do and all the money that I make. So I do edit it. And I think it's fun. And of course the Ostriv series with the historic town will go on for a while because it is a lot of fun. Let me check the stones now, by the way. I think all of the stones get in here. There's another 1,000 awaiting. We need another 148. So I think we'll be good for the stones. That should be nice. Life as Feudal Forest Village has never left early access. No, they actually made new games after that weren't a success. But I love Life is Feudal Forest Village if they take all the bugs out. They were trying to launch an MMO. Yeah, I've seen that, but that wasn't a success. Yeah. It was a very cool series. I have to go now. Was a game of Repo to catch. Oh, nice. Well, you have fun with Repo, Gamer Mama. Thanks so much for popping in. Congratulations on becoming an affiliate on Twitch and have fun there. And if you haven't checked her out, go check out Gamer Mama on Twitch. Amazing lady with an amazing channel. Always fun to watch, so have fun there. Sometimes you have to come back on your word. Ah, that's true. That's true. I don't know when, but yeah. Well, Alpha, you started in episode 1. Well, the series is about 9 months old now, so it was on Alpha 5 already. So it's all pretty accurate, if that's what you mean. Okay, let me check how much shoes we have. We have 400 shoes now. We still have a little bit of leather, and we have some hemp. We have 100 clothing, so we're good with all of that. We just need to sell a bunch of charcoal to make some money, and that's it. I got food poisoning from eating raw eggs. Salmonella isn't a yolk. I hope this is over easy. I'm feeling all scrambled. Never plays co-ops. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, we're just really happy that you joined us for the Farming Simulator. So get yourself a new GPU so you can join us because we miss you. It's so much fun having you on board. But people, it is almost 10 o'clock here. I need to get up early tomorrow for the funeral. To work on the funeral, so don't worry. We didn't lose anybody. I just have to work. And I need to go to sleep soon. And I've been already streaming for 3 hours. So I'm just going to thank you all very, very much for being here. That was great. Thanks so much. And we're going to slowly save this one up. And then we'll be back next week with this for the continuing adventures of our little town in Ostriv. Don't forget, on Sunday, the Farming Simulator 25 with friends. And then next week, another Wednesday, Friday and Sunday stream. So that should all be good. Don't forget the ornamental trees in the middle of the street. They're finished kind of early. Yeah, I finished them here kind of early because I'm not sure yet if this is going to be another street or that we will continue the houses here. So we will continue them as soon as I know what I'm going to do here. We also have to decorate this area up. We still have to do a lot of decorations, but sometimes I wait to see what I do around it and then I start decorating them up. Like the areas here are pretty much done, so that's why I decorate them up. So that's, but yeah, thanks for the reminder. We'll get into that. And, well, here we get a good glance of our whole town. So, I'll just go here. This is better. So now we can see everything. So thank you all very much for that. It was really nice to have you all on board. I can see a lot of people watched. Lots of people liked as well. So thank you all for that. Tomorrow, a new episode of The Wandering Village is out. We actually made some progress there, so don't forget to watch that. And then I'd love to see you all very soon. Thank you very much, people. You are all so nice and lovely and always so nice to have you all in chat. And that you're all so kind and friendly and that we can talk about so much. It really makes my day. So you people rock. For now, it is ta-ta, bye-bye, and I'd love to see you all next time. Bye-bye.